Chase it. I pray we all gon' make it. I pray we all gon' make it. Our fears we all gon' face it. Our dreams we all gon' chase it. I pray we all gon' make it. I pray we all gon' make it. Our fears we all gon' face it. Our dreams we all gon' chase it. Road to riches, me and Miss Mercedes. I guess no breaks, though the money couldn't save it. It won't be long for the devil try to take me. I cherish every moment God ever gave me. Now drink and leave us smoking green. Y'all smoke, bring the team. You ain't tripping on the money scheme. Got me chasing dreams. Gotta get it now, win it now. Ain't no such thing as a top. Least in my dictionary. Evil thoughts I had to bury in my mother's cemetery. Stepped up like the military. Ain't no version to this rap. I already popped the cherry, born in Halloween. That's why these niggas acting scary, want it like a fiend. Being great is necessary, long as only temporary. Always standing strong, not a victory. Pray to leave misery alone. 93, my cologne, I be wildin' out. Fuck these hoes, yeah, that money, what I'm gon' chase it. I pray we all gon' make it. I pray we all gon' make it. Our fears we all gon' face it. Our dreams we all gon' chase it. I pray we all gon' make it. I pray we all gon' make it. Our fears we all gon' face it. Our dreams we all gon' chase it.
I pray to God a nigga really make it out this dungeon. Ay, mama ain't never had shit, so a nigga really came from nothing. Ay, they could look in my eyes and see the soul of the righteous. Ay, yeah, I'm from the dirt, but now I'm taking off like a pilot. Ay, running back to the brakes, I'm putting my foot on their neck, creating advantage for my people. Never lay down, we getting them chests. Ay, you had a lot of patience, now it's time for you to get blessed. You and your own race, ain't no competition with the rest. I am rest inside of me that'll keep me close to my rivalries. Can't get you comfortable, you gon' be stuck beneath the pile of leaves. Catching my knees so often I'm getting closer. Hey, so when the young nigga drop, it just over.
I pray we all gon' make it. I pray we all gon' make it. Our fears we all gon' face it. Our dreams we all gon' chase it. I pray we all gon' make it. I pray we all gon' make it. Our fears we all gon' face it. Our dreams we all gon' chase it.
Yeah. 5. Oh, that bitch sound hard. 5. Yeah.
They think they know me, all they know is on the map. I've been around them OGs, I've been blowing OZs. And swimming pool shit, just fill it up with bands. Light it up with smoking, nigga, I'm the dro king. They think they know me, all they know is on the map. I've been around them OGs, I've been blowing OZs. And swimming pool shit, just fill it up with bands. Light it up with smoking, nigga, I'm the dro king. I'm talking G shit, smoking on some side that make you seasick. Different flavor buds, not no seeds in it. Back with stuff is weed in it. Don't get high unless you keep feeling. Hey, just get high and you can keep dreaming. Okay, I open up my door, it smell like gas. That shit you smoking bout, nigga, throw it in the trash. 93, remember when a nigga didn't have it? Yeah. Not a pack flipping shit, I tried that for the magic. Yeah, they tried to pay me as the villain, that's a lie. Shit, I gave them all I had, it wasn't enough until I died. Shit, that's when I realized it ain't no friend, just touch your fire. I ain't going out bad, mad, sad, or dragged outside. Had to hustle hard, time was great, back with to the face. Shit, I'm running late. Got a little situation with my dreams, it's a date. Don't hit up my phone unless it's mom cooking me a plate. Yeah, unless it's mom cooking me a plate. They know me, all they know is on the map. I've been around them OGs, I've been blowing OZs. And swimming pool shit, just fill it up with bands. Light it up with smoking, nigga, I'm the dro king. They think they know me, all they know is on the map. I've been around them OGs, I've been blowing OZs. And swimming pool shit, just fill it up with bands. Light it up with smoking, nigga, I'm the dro king.
G shit, smoking on that side that make you see. Different flavor buds, not no seeds. That was stuff is sweet and it's sweet. Don't get high unless you keep drinking. They just get high and you keep drinking. Okay, I open up my door, smell like gas, smell like shit you smoking bout. Nigga, throw it in the trash. 93, man, the nigga didn't have it. I ain't had a pack, flip the shit. I tried out for the match, yeah. Try. Let's get it.
I'm just chasing my dreams, but still as I'm watching the scene, I know this is not what it seems, so I intervene. Rolling the leaf and I fill it with green. Thinking if they wasn't green, we could have been a good team. We could have been a good thing. Guess I'm on a journey to faith, it's so rich you gon' take for the cream. Gotta get cream, cause life is a journey.
Life is a journey, life is a journey. Life is a journey.
Life is a journey, journey.
Life is a journey, life is a journey. Life is a journey.
I'm just chasing my dreams, but still as I'm watching the scene, I know this is not what it seems, so I intervene. king. Rolling a leaf and I feel it with green. Thinking if they wasn't green, we could have been a good team. We could have been a good thing. Guess on the journey to fake for some rich, you gon' take for the cream. Gotta get green, cause life is a journey.
Life is a journey. Life is a journey. Life is a journey.
Yeah, life is a journey. Journey.
Life is a journey.
I'm cold just like the climate. Got high goals steady climbing. If hitting the slip of the crime, I'm at that point that it's violent. See the world and keep on trying. Why is all my people dying? Either they lie or it's science. Just say bye-bye and keep it silent. Like, where did we come from? I don't believe in you, dumb. Brothers with lucid dreams, you feel it inside. Just how they go dumb. Yeah. Just looking for truth in a world full of lies. Nigga, just open your eyes. See the time as it flies, yeah. I'm just chasing my dreams, but still if I'm watching the scene, I know this is not what it seems, so I intervene. Rolling a leaf and I feel it with green. Thinking if they wasn't green, we could have been a good team. We could have been a good thing. Guess I'm gonna turn into baby, so what you gon' take for the green? Gotta get green, cause life is a journey.
Life is a journey. Life is a journey. Life is a journey.
Life is a journey.
Life is a journey. Life is a journey.
They love to come up, but they hate that it's us. Small circle, not too many to trust. Hearts are bound to feel the pain of the cuts. My name's illegal, we gon' make it a flood. I'ma break up the bud, elevate from the mud. Life's a journey, who am I to be judged? I just wanna live the way, but it's up. The world that we live in is too unpredictable for us to be thinking so typical. I mean, you're given potential and get to the pinnacle. You got it in you, my nigga. The road is so long, but the view is much bigger. Keep the focus, keep your heart on gorilla. All the pain you gotta take it to get up. Take it to get up, cause life is a journey.
My dreams, but still as I'm watching the scene, I know this is not what it seems, so I intervene. Rolling a leaf and I feel it with green. Thinking if they wasn't green, we could have been a good team. We could have been a good thing. Cause I'm gonna turn into baby, so what you gon' take for the green? Gotta get green, cause life is a journey.
Life is a journey. Life is a journey. Life is a journey.
Life is a journey. Journey.
Life is a journey.
I'm cold just like the climate.
One more than 40 acres, need space for the spaceships. Tryna ball count in Cambridge, hit him with the shake and bake. Bank can't pass like what? Talking big facts and then what's up? We the heat wave this summer. Niggas really hate them, fuck them. Cause I got my wood on ball. Cause my niggas got my braces on froze. Stomach, drip down on my toes. And that's the show. I want my brother out of my partner. We gotta elevate from the bottom. We seen the kids in the brother mama. She selling them cans out with bottle trauma. I seen them cleaning the dirty dollars. Man, I'm fast way, spend 100. Live now, but prepare for tomorrow. Either way, you gotta deal with the karma. Red on my back, but I push for it. Smoking presidential, no Bush George. Gotta feed the family, so I cook more. Bitch, I'm in the field like round for us. Business says bring me something foreign. It just sound like a fucking thunderstorm. Young and going hard in the paint. Don't say you is when you really ain't. You might sink in that flow water. Buck spill shit more in order. You might faint, get some iced tea for me. Ain't talking no law and order. Don't need no rape, just to feel it important. Little bitch, I feel it more. Shit, I'm scream. Watch me stay to the bank. Head her to a place you can't. One more than 40 acres. Need space for the spaceships. Tryna ball count in Cambridge. Hit him with the shake and bake. Bank head bouncing like what? Talking big facts and then what's up? We the heat wave this summer. Niggas really hate them, fuck them. Cause I got my whole wood on ball. Cause my niggas got my braces on froze. Stomach, drip down on my toes. And that's for sure.
Me and Nana eat them.
This piece won't stop the beat and let it breathe. A&MGB up on my sleeve, baby.
9,
Adam might get Adam with an E. Niggas out here tricking for a treat. Rollin' sticky under palm tree. Dreams in the stars gotta reach you. If you wanna slide, you can leave. Them had more than one. I was dealing. One was like an angel, other demon. Side of bag, got my body leaning. Side track, got the knowledge seeping. On the side, we with the creep shit. I'm from Orange County, what you need? Got an extra mouth for the treason. Upper echelon, it's the legion. On the up and up, please believe it. Up at MIA, feeling breezy. Against the odds every day to get even. I'm about to have them fucked up off a remix. Come out at night for the freaking Houdini. Just hit that check for a sweet play. This is peach, gon' stop the beat and let it breathe. A&MGB up on my sleeve, hey. Now I might get Adam with an E. Niggas out here tripping for a treat. Rollin' sticky under palm trees, baby.
Talking like you talking, you going up holding a couple losses. Niggas and up in Boston for trying to waver no precaution. You must have lost it. Mind over matter, clean up the sun like you was a prophet. Round table with Boston, I gotta move like I ain't got it. This shit here really dangerous. They building animosity on the squad cause they can't hang with us. He was speeding towards dead end. Fuck nigga, let the fans in. Fuck populist. Bitch, I'm forever paid, forever bread with gang shit. Bitch, it ain't no fluke in my eyes, so be advised, cause the truth could be deprived. And these little niggas telling lies. Hey, I ain't the nigga the question. Look in the mirror, you'll be surprised. Just a blessing to be alive. Money got you moving in the sky. Eyes put a little pressure on the fuck nigga about my eye. Real niggas gon' motivate each other to keep that dry. I've been running up, I know I'm peeking closer. Ran down on the fuck nigga, now for the peeking over. Shout out to all my dead niggas, all the real niggas in the sky. Instead of screaming fuck 12, cause they done took too many lives. How you gon' ring a bell and just rebel? Too much pride, I can feel the love in the air, but there ain't no love on your side. With God, I can never lose to this game. Nigga really wanna make it out the hood, you gotta get used to the pain. Never abusing your lane, can't break a rule if it's in vain. Ay, everybody know the best time to hit the liquors in the rain. Bitch, that dark side, living with all that pressure on your chest, it hit your heart right. When all them problems on your sleeve, like you was alright. Better run around with your cannon, cause you might get in a dog fight. Can't put no fear in them little niggas, we got martyrs. Running up to this ladder, you gon' get stones in your bladder. I'm get on the phone and just chat. I get on the phone to check my balance. Know some of you fuck niggas challenge, hating your pockets, hurting you like rocking and rolling with them big tools. Shit get stupid, nigga, that gang shit. Bitch, it ain't no fluke in my eyes, so be advised, cause the truth can be deprived. And these little niggas telling lies. Hey, I ain't the nigga the question, look in the mirror, you surprise, just a blessing to be alive. Money got you moving in the sky. Eyes put a little pressure on the fuck nigga about my eye. Real niggas gon' motivate each other to keep that dry. I've been ran it up, I know I'm peeking closer. Ran down on the fuck nigga, now for the peeking over. Shout out to all my dead niggas, all the real niggas in the sky. Instead of screaming fuck 12, cause they done took too many lives. How you gon' ring a bell and just rebel? Too much pride, I can feel the love in the air, but there ain't no love on your side. I'm that nigga, whoa. But I'm ashamed, cause since 5th grade I was kicking doors. Mama ain't to blame, exposed to the streets when I jumped out the porch. Young nigga said he wanna be a gangster, he got no remorse. Kids hungry and you unemployed. So the realest niggas never hesitate to go and elevate. I'm gon' risk it all in that water, I swim with the waves. Ay, loading up on the chops, moving niggas out they plays. You niggas keep going with the wind, I did it in different ways. Ay, I just keep pulling up on random, they can't stand them. Watch me catch my balance, the young Libra getting this banks up. Killers at your neck, bitch, don't make me throw a tantrum. I ain't forever paid, bitch, nigga rolling on that gang shit. Bitch, it ain't no fluke in my eyes, so be advised, cause the truth can be deprived. And these little niggas telling lies. Ay, I ain't the nigga the question, look in the mirror, you'll be surprised. Just a blessing to be alive, money got you moving in the sky. Eyes put a little pressure on the fuck nigga about my eye. Real niggas gon' motivate each other to keep that dry. I've been ran it up, I know I'm peeking closer. Ran down on the fuck nigga, now for the peeking over. Shout out to all my dead niggas, all the real niggas in the sky. Instead of screaming fuck 12, cause they done took too many lives. How you gon' ring a bell and just rebel? Too much pride, I can feel the love in the air, but there ain't no love on your side.
Yeah. Say, Tiggy, listen, it's a cold world, but I'm used to it. They don't wanna tell the truth, they like you. do it. Fuck it then. Lights, camera, action when I'm coming in. Keep it silent or you never hear your voice again. Trying to be a stand-up guy, but nigga be way too high. They'll blame it on liquor. They say that Quavo make the plane go quicker. Nigga got issues. See when they gone, that's when they claim they miss it. I just charge it to the game. Tell them haters keep the chains.
Yeah, white forces, blue jean, every bell, baby, I'm too fly. 2 bitches for a hole, yeah. I think these hoes night. Tank Skittles, fruity pepper, too much color, yeah. I'm acting night. Tits grabbing North Bergen, yeah. I feel like old spice. Yeah, white forces, blue jean, every bell, baby, I'm too fly. 2 bitches for a hole, yeah. I think these hoes night. Tank Skittles, fruity pepper, too much color, yeah. I'm acting night. Tits grabbing North Bergen, yeah. I feel like old spice.
Mami, tranquila. Mi señorita, muy linda, mi mamacita. We on the island, she freaky, don't need no chicha. I bend her over, pull her hair, and then I feed her. See, people tend to act different when they don't need you. I chill with lions, nigga, don't end up a zebra. See, police kill a nigga, yeah, we ain't equal. No, cause you know I just do this for the people, nigga.
Walked in, sat down, last time to make boss moves. Showing love to the fake that'll cost you. Put in work, I ain't off to make a move, no maps on the road. Gotta stick it to the racks, swamp folk. Can't last with the pole, cause the trap in the road. But I'm still in the streets like the crack in the road. Keep the send me in the blinker, do you feel me? Put a clip, hope these niggas don't feel me. Running out of space, thinking about the stars. Shooting for the flight so you can't get near me. Riding slow past, can't go past. Put a price on your head, better know that. Can't go back, hope you know that. But he had to pay the price with a
yeah, white forces, blue jean, every bell, baby, I'm too fly. 2 bitches for a hole, yeah. I think these hoes night. Tank Skittles, fruity pepper, too much color, yeah. I'm acting night. Tits grabbing North Bergen, yeah. I feel like old spice. Yeah, white forces, blue jean, every bell, baby, I'm too fly. 2 bitches for a hole, yeah. I think these hoes night. Tank Skittles, fruity pepper, too much color, yeah. I'm acting night. Tits grabbing North Bergen, yeah. I feel like old spice.
Ready.
Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of the Wise Magi Godcast. Today we are here with Professor Ras Natty. The floor is yours, brethren.
No, we in the building, man. We're gonna start off right here before we lead into the leading topic today.
Need to express his thoughts, his discomfort with Lil Nas X's Kiss with a backup dancer. In a post, Benzino said the performance was, quote, too uncomfortable, too irresponsible, too forced, and too irrelevant to the awards. Benzino also said if he had financial backing, he would, quote, bring the Source Awards back. Here to set the record straight on what he thinks about this is the rap mogul himself. Benzino, welcome to Black News Tonight.
Appreciate you, Mark. How you doing, man?
I'm good, brother. Talk to me about what you were thinking when you made that. Because I'll be honest with you, when I read that comment, I was a little surprised. And I said, wow, this feels homophobic. And because I have never heard that from you before, I was genuinely taken aback and wondered why. That's why I hit you up and say, look, bro, like, come on the show. Let me know what happened, because
well, first,
stunning to me. Tell me
I want to make it clear. There's not a homophobic bone in my body, and it almost feels silly that I have to kind of defend myself, because when you think about it, it's just common that gay people are a part of life, society, and that's what it is. I respect that. I have many gay friends. I have gay family members. I've never had a problem with the LGBTQ community. As I've gotten older, I've become, more knowledgeable about everything about the movement, about the lifestyle. So there's no problems with me. I've executive produced about 4 or 5 Source Awards, first of all. And the last Source Award was actually put on by BET. And it was more or less coming from a production standpoint. I think award shows have to be responsible for all ages and, you know, everybody watching, and you have to be conscious of that. And I think sometimes they try to push the envelope a little bit too much. Per se, I don't think it had too much to do with a gay thing as much as it did. It was forced. I felt like a performance didn't need all that. Lil Nas X, I have a great deal of admiration for him. Very, very proud of what he's done, especially as a young African-American young brother. He's broken all kind of records. He's crossed over genres of music. I bought his album for Zeno, my 5-year-older, and posted him singing Old Town Road. So it has nothing to do personally with Nas. And I also want to stand corrected that he does have a song on the in the top 10 that I knew nothing about. You know, so I want to apologize for the one statement I said that I didn't think that he had a current hit out, but he does. The Montero song, but I didn't know. So, you know, I want to correct that, but I stand by what I say as far as it was forced and it was irresponsible. I just don't think there's a place. Why was it irresponsible? Well, I mean, to show something on an award show that's meant to be a family show. I just think that there's a time and place for everything.
All right, so let's. I mean, we had a night full of performances. So many performances alluded to sex, oral sex, selling dope, shooting guns, and no one said anything. And you didn't say anything when we saw women shaking their behinds, and I'm not saying they shouldn't when they're showing. When people are wearing outfits that show breath. I'm saying if we're appealing to family values in the conservative kind of way, it seems to me that Lil Nas X wasn't far out of step from everybody else, except the fact that his kiss was with a man. I'm saying I think all that stuff is fair game on an award show that comes on at 8 o'clock at night. But if the issue is the family piece of it, why did that seem so inappropriate and not the guns and the drugs and the shooting and the sex and the woman popping out with the baby and twerking pregnant? I mean, if those things didn't bother you from a conservative perspective, why would this?
Well, Mark, you have a great point. And, you know, the BET Awards was always, to me, an award show that kind of held us as a culture in the highest regards. And it always had a sort of amount of class to it. I think the last couple of years it's kind of waning maybe towards a younger crowd, but you're absolutely right. And I don't want to be a hypocrite as far as, because I'm not trying to censor anybody. I just think that, you know, when it comes to when you see the women, you know, I think you're right. I think that as a society we are kind of used to seeing that. You make a great point.
All right, we about to jump into this. All right. I'm about to jump into this. Man, because I know you usually know how to zoom. How you zoom, man? Maybe I gotta go to view file.
No, open image in the tab.
Okay.
Copy and paste that link into the shared one, and then you can zoom in.
I got Empress out here.
But what are you zooming into?
Oh, you saying ain't no reason for me to zoom in?
I don't even want to see this image.
Yeah, it's not a childish. That's a professional show. So this image needs to be shown. But all right, so that's the image. Make it small. Why is it so big on the screen? That's probably the problem.
No, but you haven't pasted into the John. That square one is the one you're sharing.
Go ahead. I feel like I'm too close to the screen, so I wanted to back up a little bit just so the folks can kind of hear what I'm saying. Right? There you go, Empress.
And then you can zoom in now.
No, we don't need to zoom in no more. I just wanted to get a full picture. That's why I wanted to zoom in initially.
Okay.
Yeah. So, the brother Mark, we know Mark. You knew that he had some type of missed energy from the beginning of the John, right? Bro came in, almost.
Mark is the one that says that men can have babies, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So we know him. Like we know the brother Mark Lamont gonna give it up funny. Mm-hmm. So this brother come in, he already got some animosity towards him. So he already answering him. He like, yeah. But man, I heard you say some strange things. I didn't like it. And he already went. Like, this dude right here, he really be checking people like he's some tough guy. I don't know. Maybe he's super tough, bro, but his brother is out of his mind. Nevertheless, he makes a point. He say, yo, y'all don't care about the killing. Cool. Because we do care about the killing, right? We do care about the killing. Mm-hmm. And none of those, it's kind of odd, but none of those top killing brothers
being performed at the BET Awards.
That's the main thing. They're not showing nothing. And look, we're not okay with it either. We want to ban that nonsense too. The Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion. Niggas was up in arms. What do you mean? We was up in arms about that. It's not because his brother's gay. It's because it's stupid. And he's pertaining to youths. Like the same thing like Empress was explaining to me. Empress was explaining to me. She seen some of Meg Thee Stallion fans run up on her. Some little kids. And I'm like, yo, see, that's why that's when the responsibility get a little more serious. And I guess you could say, well, what about the killing and this and that? Well, movies have ratings, right? So you're not supposed to be taking your child to be seeing those type of wild movies. I don't really I don't know, but Lil Nas X he's not a rated R artist. You feel me? He's not like a vulgar artist. And then the reason why I'm saying this is because we've seen him at schools reading books and things to little kids and just doing
family friendly.
We seen him on Barney. I think they said he was on Barney. I'm not sure if we seen him, but they said he was on it, niggas. So
and in reality, is it like, are they family friendly? Because their whole thing is like, well, we're family friendly. It's like y'all don't even want to create other people, let alone be family friendly.
But they like families, they saying. So I ain't gonna take that from them. But the point that I thought you was making, which is also an excellent point, BET, are they family friendly? I don't know.
I think they're black woman friendly more so than anything.
I don't even know. I don't know who friendly they is, but I'm just saying maybe we got to start looking, taking stock of the people that's pushing this information out towards us is what we got to do. Because you got to kind of be like, hold on, so why BET allowing this to go? Like, I understand that there's nothing wrong with that, but you let them know, yo, this is a family-friendly show. Yeah. Just simple and plain, bro. No, we're not doing that on the stage, bro.
You definitely have to start taking notes and jotting down, like, okay, he was okay with that. Don't forget that.
Yeah, okay, like who's okay with it?
Because right now he's saying that somebody was okay with the gun violence, and I'm trying to figure out who was shilling for it the way he was.
Who you was talking to that'll come out? I guess I have heard people say it's a character they're playing. You watch movies and you watch these things and it's a character.
A story I'm telling.
I don't know, but then I guess the responsibility lies off camera, right? What are you doing in interviews? What are you actually doing to,
prove that this is a story and you're not regressing back to this same nature.
So I can't make you something, right? I can't see you doing something in one part of your life and make that you. Like, that's like me seeing you at your job and being like, nah, bro, that's the Walmart clerk. You're like, we're not, bro. I worked there for 3 years, bro. What are you talking about, bro? That's a small part of me. So I don't want to do that part. So I don't want to, like, it's nothing about him being homosexual. We don't even care about bro being the same. It's a big problem though when it's being pushed to the youths and to the masses. It's no way you can come up to me and say, yo, the song is just so great though, T. I don't know. Is it? What's so great about it? What's so great about it? And number two thing, who is the major supporters of it? Like, with the NBA, right? With the NBA, they got a demographic and a range of people that's actually watching the game, so they know who to market to. They said they did it with cigarettes and a lot of these stuff. They say, yo, what type of commercials these is for? Tobacco products. It's like you confused. You done that thing. This is a little kid commercial. So they started making commercials a little different because like they're saying that a lot of these commercials, they're putting them towards youth. So it'll be a lot of drugs, a lot of little different stuff, and it'll be, you feel me? It's real colorful. It's like, hold on, why these look so colorful, bro?
That's what YouTube did.
As far as what?
Like, I just remember a YouTuber talking about how his had too many colors. So YouTube was like, okay, you obviously have something to do with children. So you have to, show yourself to be a family or children family. But he was like, no, I'm not children. So he changed his logo, got a more adult driven logo because it's really for men. And he's like, yeah, you can watch this with your son, but that's the whole point. This is for a man who's willing to discern it with his son. not a man just giving his child the tablet and being like, hey, watch this guy. So yeah, he matured his logo and brand a little bit more, and yeah, that was that.
So you even see that. So when we see a lot of colors and a lot of fruity colors, it's like, oh man, what's going on here? I don't want to go as far as to say they're trying to legalize pedophilia by pushing this on our youths.
But yeah, they actually for sure did that. Just even looking at Cardi B's with the Megan Thee Stallion, super colorful, super bright, eye-catching. The other one with what's calling them, I don't remember being that bright. It was more like red, black colorway.
Who?
The Normani girl.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that was more, this is for adults. And that one got like 20 million views in 1 week. This bright one with the pink and blue background, it got 27 million. And what has it been? 1 day, 2 days?
2 days.
2 days, 27 million. So yeah.
And like I said, we have to start finding fault in these things. It's not like, and that's a sneaky way to get out. Matter of fact, like, who's the most killingest person that y'all know? Because I don't really know the killers. So like, we put like the top killing artists. Like, who would you say? It got to be somebody from Chicago, maybe y'all would say, right? What about Chief Keef? Y'all feel like Chief Keef is a killer? Let's see if Chief Keef numbers. Let's just see if y'all have a point. Chief Keef got 1.1 million, and this is probably a good song. Chief Keef is not seeing no numbers, bro. So it's another, like, I'm just trying to figure out, okay.
But they're not gonna say that the artists are doing the killings, just like they're gonna not say Future is doing the drinking of the promethazine. They're saying they're advocating for it, which is sending the message to the little Democrats who are gonna now take ballot boxes and go throw them in the trash without no one asking them to.
Nah, it's 100% fact, but that's the point that I'm on. I'm on this shit of, you're telling me that these killers are doing so much and doing so bad. Like, who's the biggest killer? And he's nowhere looking at the biggest sex demon or the biggest homosexual demon. I mean, demon, the homo people.
They're not demons. You don't think they're smart?
No, I wouldn't say that. I think they're regular people. Shout them out, though.
Like, but how do you manage to be so stupid and get your John up there on YouTube with 27 million?
What you mean? The masses are the masses, nigga. Entertainment always get the masses. You know, that's the root chakra. That's simple and plain. If you show sex and nudity, people are gonna watch. It's what it is. That's just innate, right? The trick is when you offer information, which is why Joe Rogan is so amazing to people. Because them little small YouTubers, they got way more numbers. Nigga. They just be opening gifts and stuff. Their numbers way bigger than Joe, but we still look at Joe as the biggest YouTuber. Because he's an actual personality. He covers actual. I'm trying to tell you, brother, grow covering actual situations like we do. Hey, shout them folks out, bro. Anybody that grow like we do, bro, covering the real topics, bro, coming in here, not being Mark Lamonti. We not on that weird stuff, bro. We're against the negativity, good or bad. If it's negative, I'm talking about, when I say good or bad, I'm talking about in your eyes. If you say, yo, but this is good though, because they're not killing people as long. Look, first of all, let's make this clear. The brother, I guess he did I didn't see the video yet. Let's see, the people know that, man. You talking about the video, you need to watch the video, bro. No, I'm not watching the video, bro, but I had people watch the video. And they brought it back to me and told me, yo, this was in the video. That was in the video. I even watched other YouTubers that kind of covered the video in the sense that they was showing little clips and all that, That's what the brother doing. That's what the brother doing. But one thing I did notice, he was in jail. We can't really be mad. There's a bunch of homosexuals in jail, I guess they say. So that's where they're supposed to be at. If, like, I'm see that sounds weird. It sounds like I'm saying they should be in jail. No. I'm saying that they're in there. They're in there, like they're in there. So if he goes in there and shoot a music video in there, they should have them in there. I don't think nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that, bro.
You just saying that shower scene.
What you mean? What shower scene?
I don't know. I heard it was a shower scene.
No. I'm not mad about none of the scenes if he was in jail and doing that type of stuff. I'm just wondering, is there 27 million adults listening to this nonsense?
No.
That's what I'm trying to get to. Like 1 million views, bro, could be 2 little cities. That could be a group of little people, bro. That ain't got nothing to do with nobody. You have 27 million in 2 days. Your last John Montero, whatever that was, did 310 million.
Do you think there's more straight people or those people in America?
What?
I'm just thinking, how could that number be sufficed without children watching it and straight adults, I guess?
Yeah, what do you think?
Would it easily hit 27 with just the LGBTQ alone? No.
I think they're less than 1% of the population, but yeah, I don't think it's a big population of LGBT, bro. In the whole shit. Let's see y'all population LGBT, because y'all probably ran it up. Cause you know y'all added a bunch of John
letters.
Yeah. But where I was at with this John, bro? Because look, he was in jail.
As far as the 27 million children watching.
All right, boom.
John, and then the different scenes that were being talked about or called out. What's the percentage?
0.6% of U.S. adults identify. Oh, this is transgender. Let me see about localities for the year. So in the 90s, found between 2% and 3% of the people said yes. Let me get all the way to 2000s. Where we at right now? Look, they started adding more. Like, it's just weird because like a bunch of weird stuff started coming in. Look, something else. Like they didn't have no name for that. Gay, lesbian, bisexual, something else, heterosexual. What is something else, bro?
Queer.
From 2006 to 2010, the something else people fell off. 2002, it was 3.8% of them. And mind you, the something else is more than gay, lesbian, and bisexual.
It's the queer, the transgender.
But in 2006, 2010, it was only 0.2% of them. And when in 2002, it was 39% of them.
Huh? Of the population?
I mean, 3.9. My bad. I fucked up. God damn, y'all was, what? People was killing themselves. No, that wasn't going on. I'm tripping, y'all. Ooh. But nevertheless, bro, Empress is right. In order to get so much views, it got to be some mutes. Based on the numbers. We're going to pull up the exact
And that's another thing, too, because those youths were watching, and they'll crack jokes the whole day about it. 5 years down the line. They're on the same boat. Don't know how they got there. It's like, bro, you are what you consume. Y'all thought it was all fun and jokes, bro. Until somebody making jokes about getting what a Batiman will get. And now he confused. He like, how did I get here? You tricked your mind, brother. You played with it. You played with it. So yeah, bro. We just gotta be conscious of that law, bro. You are what you consume, bro. You eat a cow, you gonna start looking like one in a little bit. Which is what it is. I'm sorry, unless you eating little fractions of it. Little cubes of it.
So it say right here, a February 2021 Gallup poll reported that 5.6% of U.S. adults identified as lesbian, gay, bisexual, or transgender. Right?
How much? What percentage?
5.6 identified as one of the four: lesbian, gay, bisexual, or transgender. In 2021. 86%, well, basically 87% said that they were heterosexual or straight.
What's the difference?
Stay straight. There ain't no difference.
Oh, okay.
I'm just wondering, like, what they mean. Oh, could they go with somebody else? Like, how do they straight? How does a lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender person identify as straight? 86% said that they were heterosexual or straight, and 7.6% refused to answer. More than half the LGBT adults identify as bisexual, while around 2.4% identify as gay, 11.7% as lesbian, But nevertheless, once you break it down to the population of the United States, 3.1% identify as bisexual, 1.4% identify as gay, 0.7% identify as lesbian, and 0.6% identify as transgenders. So a total of 3.1% of the population. And this is as of 21 with all that boom. It's like, you know, it was a pandemic boom that everybody got with these numbers. Because these numbers about to get reacclimated. People about to start coming back out like, yeah, it was a phase. I'm not gay no more. You remember that, brother? I wish we had the clip. Brother dropped that clip in there. Bam! Clip came in out of nowhere. So I ain't want to just think we don't want to bang on the brother because I hear people say, "Yo, it's wrong. We don't support it, and we're just not gonna support it, right?" But so we're gonna speak to the negativity of it, the same way we spoke to the negativity of the Cardi B, the same way a brother told us, "Yo, it's a dude out here saying dope, baby. Hey, throw him under the bus too."
Yeah, they're all in that same boat.
Like it ain't.
Shut them off.
Yeah, it's no different. So don't attribute those things to us as a whole. So like the brother Benzino, I seen him kind of backstepping like, yeah, you're right. So maybe he stands for some nonsense.
Censor people.
Maybe he stands for some nonsense. I don't want to censor nobody either. I just want to make sure that we offer the information to our youths. Nobody should censor nobody. So if I come on here and say, yo, them brothers right there, blah, 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 nobody say nothing to me. But if I do say it, y'all gonna try to take me down. And that same thing I'm saying with him. I don't think we should take that brother down. No, hell no. I think I need to figure out who watching these videos. I need to figure out who 27 million people I should need to stay away from, bro. That's all it is. We don't need to, you feel me? We shouldn't be on that type of time. Yo, take them down.
27 million that watch it should go and create their own little village over there.
What you mean take them down, bro? Wasn't it you jamming the Cardi B? Who you want me to take down? This little boy right here doing some funny, bro. What's wrong with him? It's gay people in the world. He could be one of the gay people. What do you mean, bro? What do you mean? It was odd that this is what I heard, that all the black people in the video was gay and the one straight people was a white dude.
That was so odd.
Real nigga in a video. He was
like, what message are y'all trying to send? Masculinity doesn't exist in a black man anymore.
Man, I wonder what percentage of the black community is fucking
just accepting it for what it is.
Yeah, even identify. Cause look, it's 3.1% of the U.S. The adults in America. You know how much white people it is, bro? They probably like 2.8% of that number, bro. 2.9%.
They even try to come back with some old CDC, John, about black men being more nourishing and so on and so forth. They're continuously.
What you mean they're more nourishing?
They said that they're more active in the household.
All right.
Which made it seem like the dad's not at home providing for the household at the same time. So yeah, it was just like the way they put that out there, and then like the way black women hopped on it, it was just distasteful. It's like, do you see what they're doing here, bro? Look what they're actually saying, bro. Don't fall for the black men aren't doing what they're supposed to be doing. Duh. It's like, why did the CDC just put this out there again? Like, what does this old study have to do with anything? Do they have any more recent studies?
You talking about the old study when they was letting them know how active the black fathers were?
Yeah. And it's like, yeah, we know how active they are, but it's like, can you also add that they provide money? Don't take that away from them. They're like, nah, they just nourishers now.
No.
Look what they put
but I'm saying that the CDC didn't do that though. That was the people talking about the reports. It was black women responding to it. Oh, they're saying that just because the black man don't work. That's what the black women that were responding to these was giving excuses or giving reasons. Oh, maybe this may be true.
Yeah, like they're not doing what the white man is doing.
But yeah, the CDC didn't say that. CDC stats plain.
Yeah.
As day.
That black men are more active.
Yeah.
And then black women hopped on it and made it seem like a nourishing pity party. That's what you're saying.
I don't know what nourish. I don't want to use the word nourishing. What you mean nourishing? Because nourishing.
You're saying that the black women were like, like look at them being good dads and being.
No. They was like, we don't believe this. And then once they doubled down, it's like, I can see how that'd be true because the white dads are actually working
and the black dads are at home.
Yeah, but I'm saying I don't want to say that why the CDC put out this. The CDC been put this out, but this is a true study. Mm-hmm. The CDC didn't re-put it out. That's what I'm saying. It was a lady covering
somebody
it.
Just went and dug it.
A lady was just covering it. She's just covering it because black women say a lot of these things, and she was just trying to show them like, yo, this right here, stats right here. I'm showing you these stats right here. So that was she was doing, and the people, the woman in the room were responding with different things like, they don't do nothing. I see them, they don't do nothing. So yeah, she was more so just bringing out some study. The same way if you do a dissertation or something, you might bring out some studies from 800 years ago. Yo, look at this. You feel me? It's just you bring the study out. But yeah, the people that was responding, they was responding negatively to it, trying to say black man, they ain't working and this and that and this and that. But the CDC just put the stats out there pure. Just the stats was just out there. Yo, this what black man doing, this what white man doing, this what these men doing. And what they were showing is black man is a lot more active. They didn't say nothing about that man not working, though. I ain't seen none of that stuff from CDC. But yeah, black woman went crazy with it. So I see what Empress talking about. But that's what I'm saying, as far as even with the video and things like they hear people say, yo, we don't like this, and they say, yo, that's what they say, homophobic or whatever the situation is. It's like, no, I don't like it because I don't like the Cardi B being naked either. Just like I don't support the Lil Durk them shooting people up either. So it's just across the board with me, my brother. So I just want us to keep that right there in our mind. Let's not get off track where we say, yo, they put out the stat, why they doing this, or why, you feel me, why this going on, or why, because we could always kind of think things, but just to look at the basic facts, bro, what it is people are not appreciative of it. Based on the population of Americans that live that lifestyle, bro, it just shouldn't be so forced upon us. And there's other artists that has conscious messaging. They gotta pay us to listen. They gotta come to you with the music, the CD, have a cool little disc John that you could play it in. He got to give you MP3s. Yo, just listen to the yeah. Hey, this is an iPhone. I got all my stuff on there. That's what that's what a good artist got to do for people to listen. A good artist got to come to somebody, bro, with stacks of iPhones and be like, yo, I got my music loaded on here, bro. You can just check it out for me, please. And you might get it and delete it. That's just how hard it is for great music to get. So when we come on here, bro, we're just trying to show people the wrongs of the video. So there's nothing wrong with him doing his own thing. Everybody should do their own thing, bro. We're not censoring nobody in America. It's wrong that it's being pushed towards youth. It's wrong that him as an artist is even being pushed towards youth, right? Because even when they do it in the music industry, a lot of us sit back and we like, man, why is these nonsense rappers getting pushed? Like, why can't they play some Starlito, or why can't, like, even with the brother Kevin Durant, right? Kevin Durant showed up to a radio station and he was like, yo, you can play some Freddie Gibbs. You can play some Gibbsy. Niggas ain't want to play no Gibbs, bro. I'm just trying to show you that's the actual problem. So it's not the problem about him doing something. It's just like, okay, so you're censoring this, but this thing that very few of us do shouldn't be censored. Yeah. So that right there shouldn't make me feel weird. But this over here, we got to stop that. You want this positive message, you saying this, and bro, artists should be able to, bro, be so racist, bro, because that's his image. Anybody should have their own stilo, bro. It could, you feel me? It could be an artist just on whatever, bro. But I'm gonna come right back to that point in 2 seconds, bro.
Yeah, I just wanted to add on to what you were saying as far as the reaction. It says response initiated by someone else's actions, totally unrelated to one's internal power. And that's as far as like when you're kind of operating your lower self, you'll see somebody else doing something that, like you feel like it's wrong. So you're doing something wrong. And then like when somebody calls you out like, hey, that's wrong. You're like, but what about him? What about him over there? And that whole dichotomy is a lower self, not knowing oneself dichotomy. So for you to be like that just says a lot about you and how you're not in control of anything, because you're doing stuff based off of someone else's actions, which makes absolutely no sense. You don't do that as human. So yeah, as far as that goes, I wanted to run this video. It kind of breaks down all of it in a nutshell. So yeah, you want to mute the mic?
Back to zero.
Thank you.
go right back to zero.
Thank you. Not what people say. So, as soon as you begin to question things around you, what you read, what you hear, what you see, what you do, what you think, I see every week they're changing what it does. Let's go everywhere properly. But they're changing to do into else. Chart, the map. We have right. We have this chart, not a map, a chart that we have created in Fondation Félicité. We created this. And you see it says natural approach facilitating knowledge of self. Without it, all knowledge is parakeeting. Oh, I didn't see, there's a mistake there. It's parakeet, acting like a parakeet, just repeating things. Parakeeting, that's should be there. With it, all knowledge becomes power. Because essentially we must know this. Knowledge is power. But for it to be power for you, you must know and not be repeating. Okay? Whenever there is, if we take the example of what's going on now, they tell us, yes, there is a sickness and they call it such and such, and it does blah, 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 even though I see every week they're changing what it does and how it operates. So, you will not find me repeating neither the name nor any of what they say about it. It's not my program. I have no clue as to why they created this program. I may have a hint as to what the purpose is, but it's not my program. I must protect myself by making sure I continue to work on my program. To do so, step 0 on this chart. Would someone read it for us, what it says? 0, all the way at the bottom, yes. I'll work on my program. They created this program. I may have a hint.
Okay. I just want everybody to just fucking focus in for a little bit. I don't want y'all to miss this. Listening to the message, right? So let's not listen to let's not miss the message, just listening to the message. Let's hear the message. Most I say those are ears that can hear. So that means some people just fucking listening. But nevertheless, here we go. She's saying stop repeating other people's program because it's not your program. So when they change their message, you look stupid. So when a nigga come to me and say, yo, bro, you homophobic, you don't like I don't like Lil Nas X, I'm homophobic, then fuck it. I don't like fucking bitches being naked on the videos either. I don't like that either. The other day I seen a Normani, I was like, who the hell is this girl? Cancel her. But I'm not with the canceling, so let me not say cancel her because I'm not part of that culture, right? So do it. You do it to the fullest. All y'all do it to the fullest, right? If you come on and you like, yo, I don't like brothers dreads and t-shirts. Cancel, you feel me? They're not canceled, but everybody should do their own thing, bro. But Professor Bello is saying, check this out. Do not repeat other people's program because when they change their program, first of all, you didn't know why their program was created. You saying some shit that somebody created for their own purpose. And now when I challenge you about it or somebody say, yo, what about, you got to hold on to it near and dear like a baby because you can't defend it. Now you start making up shit. It's like when people come and they attack your little religions. Oh, the God is real. He's gonna cool, bro. Rock out with it. I'm just trying to tell you that the story don't line up, man. I seen a story that was older than that story. What about that story? You don't fuck with that story either? Nah, we just own this story. That makes no sense because the old story said there's no new stories. Well, bro, you don't know. Cool, then if you know, then don't even argue with me about it. That's what I'm trying to say. We should all just go our own way. That's why, hey, Malcolm X, the brother of Malcolm, say, keep your religion in your home. Keep your little program in your home, bro. Unless it's programmed to get us forward as a race, bro, keep it in your house, bro. I don't care about you being gay on the screen, bro, as a black person. It ain't no benefit to me. at all. It's nothing that you could do, bro, for the population of black people, bro, that'll help me, bro. I promise it ain't. You can't make more black people. You can't do nothing, bro. I'm telling you, can't. Pompeii, that's the only thing you could do, nigga. It's cause of Pompeii. If y'all want to get out of America, you can do that. But you feel me? So please listen to what the professor right now is saying about the importance of knowing your message, knowing your program, and not following other programs. And it's super important because she always started at 0. And I remember back in the days, I used to listen to the brother Eddie. Eddie used to say, I think 1 + 1 is 3. He said, what about the plus sign? Isn't that a number? What is that? Do we take account for that, brother?
She addressed that early on, and she said the fact that in mathematics, they say 1 + 1 = 2, but we've seen 1 + 1 equal twins. We've seen 1 + 1 equal quadruples. Like, we've seen 1 + 1 equal to 1 child. So it's like, what does that really mean? So yeah, she definitely addressed that.
As to what the purpose is.
So pause it real quick. So the 1 + the 1 could always equal to 3, but we don't know what's the 1 gonna be plussed. Or technically the 2, because it's 2 that gets it. Well, I guess they 1, because most I say 2 become
1 times 1 is 1.
Mm-hmm. But what is the time?
2 times 2 is 4.
But what is times? Like, what is that times? What is that symbol? Tell me that symbol, it doesn't represent anything, but these numbers represent something. And that's what I'm saying. So the plus sign could represent infinity. So 1, meaning the Most High saying 2 become 1. One human, like a wife and a husband, could make multiple children. So it could be +5, +8. That's how the plus work. That's why it's 1 + 1 doesn't make sense to be 2.
Because what about the equal sign?
Every sign, nigga, damn near.
Be total of 4 now.
Every you feel me? What is these signs and what's the point of them taking up space? You feel me? So yeah. So when she say the 0, that's super interesting because I understand like, yo, that's the 0, that's the 1, that's creation. So it's weird that we don't use it. But yeah, like I said, the brother Eddie Griffin way back in the days, he was throwing that out there and he's always be funny to me. But I like as soon as he said it, I was like, facts. What the fuck is that plus sign there for? Like, what is it doing? And you feel me? Just like Empress just brought up in the sense that like I told you, if 2 become 1, 1 could have twins. Empress said they could have twins. They could have anything, nigga. It's octomons out here, so you can go as numbers you want to do. Now that's just gonna be +8, +9, +10, and then it's gonna equal another number. You feel me? So the equal is another shit.
It's like, do they become a theory almost? It's like, they had twins. Nah, that's just a theory. The theorem is 1.
Crazy folks.
It's not my program. I must protect myself by making sure I continue to work on my program.
On this cast, Taco Tuesday coming up. Mind your business, bro. Continue to work on your program. That's not saying that you can't take information from here. You can't listen to this. You can't listen to that. Don't utter those words unless you are a part of that program. Conviction. I'm telling you, bro, because somebody's gonna always have something to say about everything. You could be a Rasta, you could be motherfucking Yeshua. A bro gonna tell you that, yo, you're doing miracles on the Sabbath. You said we shouldn't do miracles on the Sabbath. You feel like bro gonna check you about anything. So if you can't defend it, bro, like if you can't let them know, like, yo, hold on. What you mean I can't do miracles on the Sabbath? I can do miracles when I want to do miracles, bro. The laws, like I told you, bro, was made for man, nigga. They wasn't made before man, nigga. They was made for man, not before man. So the people got to chill out with laws, bro. Laws are used. And the thing is, who made your laws up? Because that's another thing she's talking about, your program. But Brother Bob said every law is illegal.
It's like, why are you so convicted by this law? And it's like, I don't know. It's in my mama. My mama said that I'll go to hell if I'm leaving this. Where's hell at?
Where's hell at?
Well, it's a little bit worse than this.
So is hell hot or cold? It might be hot.
My mama said it's flames everywhere.
Okay, so you going in the sky? Or are you going under the ground?
I'm gonna try to go to the sky, brother.
You have to go to the sky if you want to go to hell because that's the hottest spot you can be.
The sky hot.
The sky got the sun up there.
oh, mama.
So unless
mama, the man trying to lie to me, mama.
Unless bro believe in hollow earth, nigga, and think that there's a sun inside the core, then nigga, that sun outside, that motherfucker nigga will melt you.
Brother, what's the hollow earth?
The hollow earth, they're saying that there's a sun inside the earth. As a matter of fact, that's why they show movies like The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings, where they got Midgard, which is mid-earth. They got the under earth, and then they got, you know, the above. They always got 3 levels.
So you saying it's cold in there, hot in there?
I'm saying it'll more likely be cold down there, my brother.
Oh man.
Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe you might want to go to hell this time, cause you saying you want to go to the sky. So maybe that's heaven.
You know what, brother? I'm just gonna change my whole mind.
What if heaven was hell and vice versa? If I told you go to hell, would you say I cursed you?
Oh.
You feel me? You feel me, bro?
Hello.
I'm telling the brother to go to hell, and the brother said, man, I don't know if I should be going there, sir. I don't know, but you told me that hell is hot. But the hottest place is in the sky, where you told me you wanted to go. So maybe you was confused because you thought you was going to go under the ground.
But wait, it's hot in the atmosphere, but once you get into outer space, it's unbearably cold.
They say that, but where is the sun at? How can you go past the sun? You feel me? How do them people get past the sun? That's why I don't even believe the space dudes. Because they told me that they made a spaceship out of aluminum. And then I looked at the temperature that the aluminum melts at, and I looked at the temperature of the sun, and it's like, hold on. They couldn't make it if they tried. So where are they at? Like, where are they going? Like, what atmosphere they in? Even the brother Jeff. Matter of fact, I want to play Jeff in a little bit. We could run the Divine Spark in it.
To do so, step 0 on this chart. Would someone read it for us, what it says? 0, all the way at the bottom, yes. All the way at the bottom.
Continuous conscious questioning.
Excellent. Continuous conscious questioning. Just because somebody comes in and say, I'm Professor blah, 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 or I'm Dr. blah, 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 and this is what's happening, and this, hey, that's, I must question, I must analyze, I must debate, I must meditate. I have a lot of work to do before I will position myself. But I cannot repeat what people say. Because I want to live my life, not what people say. So, as soon as you begin to question things around you, what you read, what you hear, what you see, what you do, what you think, you will go into step 1. And step 1 is
courage, efficient management of your fears.
Excellent. So, building courage is done by questioning. Every time you question things, you get to know where you stand. And as you know, you develop courage. So courage is built step by step with questions. We continue to go to step 2, which is
using words.
Using words, or I didn't use the term speaking because I want you to be very careful, because often we speak spontaneously. We speak without thinking. We speak what we hear. We speak what they've put in us. You see some people in certain structures, they can't say anything without saying, the Bible says, the Bible says. So I often ask them, what do you say? They don't know what they think. They just know what the Bible says or what the Quran says. They have not thought about it. They have not questioned it. The information is not theirs. Therefore, it's not knowledge for them. It's just information they're repeating. Okay? So when you question, by questioning, you develop courage. And with courage, you begin to be able to use words according to your own. What does it say under it? Under using words?
Using words or talking according to one's own actions.
Own's what?
Own convictions. My bad.
Oh, thank you. So, conviction Are you convinced that what you just heard in the news is true? You can't be convinced of it. You just heard it. It will take some work for you to develop your conviction. Okay? So, step 0, questioning. If you never question anything, then you just don't know nothing. I don't care how many degrees you have. You know nothing. Because you only know how to say what Dr. So-and-so said, what so-and-so said, what so-and-so said, or so-and-so right. So, questioning brings us to courage. Courage gives us the power to speak according to our own convictions, because questioning and courage develop convictions in us. And step 3 takes us to
observation.
What is observation, please?
Hey, we do that every Taco Tuesday. That's our market recon.
Learning from it.
So what is observation? Tell me in your own words.
It's being aware, observing everything.
Observing is what you see.
Paying attention to everything that we hear, see, feel. You know, it's not just seeing, observing. You can observe with your.
So make sure y'all listen to that, because that's also a super important point as far as she's explaining that. Because he said observing is seeing. Not only. It's hearing. It's all your senses. It's all your senses, brother. It's plasma. So you can feel observation sometimes. You can feel the energy in the room. You can observe the energy. You can go in the room, you're like, this energy feel kind of different. And that all came from a feeling. That's like plasma. Like we even explained that, you know, just based on some biblical, and like the way that, especially if y'all hear me speak about the book, I don't speak about the book in the same way y'all speak about the book. I just tell y'all what the Most High said. Yeah, when the Most High said that, like, bro, the Most High just worked through us, bro. So if he said it and he was the Most High, brother, the Most High said it. He's on that same path. But she was explaining about observing. So everything, you need to pay attention to it, right? But for what reason? Because all, like, that's 4. You already got everything up, lining up to 4 now. So now you're observing things. So now you may check out a Lil Nas X video to say, okay, let me break this down to the people and let them know what this is about. Let me break this down. Let me bring, you feel me? Because that's the whole observation point. You don't stop at, oh, nah, this is what I like. I'm just going to show them this. Yeah, you do that. But you have to show them maybe what you're talking about. We need examples of, you feel me, of the other things you may be saying. Because you were saying that this is, you know, this is bad and this may get so. That's why we showed you the amount of views. So like a little argument y'all throw out there, if y'all were to do that argument, I would need to know who is the killing rapper, right? And how much views do you have? Then I would show you the artist that's pushing LGBTism and the views that they got. That's all I'm saying, bro.
Question everything.
You feel me? So that's all we're doing. But we back to Bello.
You shall know
the universe and all.
The universe. Exactly. Used to define my people, define my nation. I will never use that word in any negative way. You know, sure. You could not have not seen the chairs because you sat down on a chair and there was a table in front of you, so you didn't observe. Okay? So we see how the things that we take for granted, with questioning, we bring them into consciousness. So the more we question, the more we'll build courage. The more, greater courage will allow us to be more specific.
It appears we lost. Here.
All right, we're back in. Okay. Yes. All right, we're back in business. Do you hear me?
Yes.
Excellent. Yes. So we see that with questioning, we build courage. Courage, we learn to choose what we say. Imagine how many times we've heard a Black journalist saying things like, oh, today, a Black day for IT. And the person is Black like charcoal. And they use Black as the most negative possible word. Something wrong with this person.
Man, y'all make sure y'all take y'all talent over there, right, to that blkprivilege.org. Y'all know how to spell privilege, PRIVLIG. Make sure you take your talent over there, bro, because exactly what you're talking about is what we do over there, right? This word Black that y'all misuse, right? Empress did an article, and Empress was like, man, I want to update the article or whatever situation, and she didn't think it was perfect. But nevertheless, I wrote the article. Empress didn't think it was perfect. You know, like a woman always do. So say the article seemed like a bunch of information just spattered at people. Nevertheless, nigga, if y'all read the article, y'all leave that bit like a guide. Black, say right now, nigga, if I'm into accounting and I'm balancing a nigga books and his books is looking lovely, he's in the Black. If I show up to motherfucking court and I'm the nigga in charge, I wear the Black. You feel me? If me and my wife getting married, I love her, I wear the Black. Denial, they talked about the Black. They talked about the perfect Black was green, Mr. Osiris. You got to think about this word Black. And when somebody come on and say, yo, it's Black Friday, you say, yo, it's Good Friday. Because that's what they're doing. And when they're using it, that's how they're using it. Besides the Black Friday funny, when the Empress brought it to me like this, Empress say, hold on, cool. They say that Haiti is such and such in turmoil because they made a deal with the devil type shit. But they saying that these niggas over here in America, they getting rich and getting all this power because they made deals with the devil. Can y'all keep your ideas the same, bro? Can y'all have a through line of ideals, bro? What is it? Do I get things for supporting the devil or do I not? Well, T, bro, you know that you're part of the chosen people. And no, what about our Black brothers as part of the chosen people that y'all told me is Illuminati? That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about white people. I'm talking about like a Jay-Z. Like a simple bro like that y'all to say, yo, that brother's Illuminati, Terrence. Take him down. Cool. So why do we do these things? And she's explaining right here. We got somebody else program. We're ready.
You're not using your brain. You're not using your heart. You're not using your good sense. It doesn't make any difference what language I'm using, but the word that I will use to define my people, define my nation, I will never use that word in any negative way. So, questioning that will not happen because we will make the proper choice of language. Observation will increase our knowledge continuously. Meditation. What is meditation?
To look inside, to sit quietly, and connect with the stillness of the universe.
Right, you can go that way, but in a more simple way, we could say serving.
Hello?
Yes?
Yeah, I think that meditation is when all your senses are all geared at one point. Like they're all in tune with each other.
You could, somebody I think said that's focus. Meditation is an inner work. Okay, if I am concentrating on what's going on inside of me, if I'm looking to meet my inner powers, the divine in me, that's when I'm into meditation. Now, remember what we said in the beginning. We said, know yourself and you shall know what? You shall know
the universe and all.
the
its
universe. Exactly. The universe and all its God. So when I'm meditating, I could meditate, for example, let's say my heart was acting up, beating too fast or whatever. If I have proper tools and know how, I can meditate and bring that heart back to its proper speed, proper rhythm.
And yeah, just to add, because the girls are just in there watching the Sailor Moon, with the anime films, they do an amazing job of that inside your head narration. That like you pick it up as a human being now. You start, meditating. You start having these inside conversations with yourself. Like, man, why did I do that? Man, does that even make sense? Like, what were you thinking? Like, simply put, and you can literally be meditating like in a moment. So say you're talking to somebody and you guys have a disagreement and you see that person has way more passion about the disagreement than you do. You have to first and foremost stop talking because you're pissing that person off and you're being selfish because you're not considering their thoughts. You're considering reacting and what you're going to say. Listen to them and then realize, like, hold on, am I right or wrong? Have that inside conversation. Pause for a little bit. Think before you speak. That's what you're doing. You're meditating on that thought. Like, hold on. And simply put, there's an example. I decided today to wear inappropriate pants to go on a walk. And initially, I made the excuse that I didn't want to be hot. But that wasn't, in reality, what was going on. In reality, I was like, okay, these pants, I don't like the way they fit. I don't really want to wear them to walk. So I'm not going to wear them. But I usually wear longer pants. It's just I was rushing and I couldn't find the pants I wanted to wear. So I ended up putting the inappropriate pants on or whatever the case is, and it didn't work out well for me. And when we were discussing it, I felt like I was being attacked, so I kind of went back at Ras, not thinking like, hold on. No, you didn't even, no, that's not what it is, bro. You don't care about being hot. Like, I've worked at Disney and wore long pants in a full summer. Like, that's the only time I worked with Disney was in the summer, and I wore pants. So, like, to say it's something about being hot is tricking my mind now. It's like, wait, hold on. No, it's not about being hot. Like, that's not your issue here. Your issue was these pants aren't comfortable. So, yeah. Again, guys, having these thoughts just kind of, it brings everything back into reality. And that's where you start to look practical and you're like a thinking human being and you can host conversations and you attract more people to you. You become this diamond under all this pressure. And that's what it's all about.
And to double down on the anime, because we probably just show any clip, it'll be a clip, bro.
Of them inside their mind, having a conversation.
But they do that all the time.
Mm-hmm.
They'll be in war with a nigga be smashing them.
Whereas like American cartoons, it's here, there, here, there, here, there. What are you doing, man? No. It's just like a dialogue, a continuous dialogue. No one's doing no inner work.
Like when I'm talking about the whole time, the head nigga's getting destroyed, and then just in his mind,
he's meditating, and then the whole time you see him, and he's just like to the other character, like he's about to blow up.
That's the final stage. When you sit down, you just let it come to you.
Mm-hmm.
Because the whole time you forcing it, you're like, man, why can I hit him? And you hear him in his mind, why can I hit him? He's so fast. And like you hear people watching, like, man, he need to calm down.
Right.
And you see him after a little bit, he'll be like,
what am I doing?
He's like talking to himself.
How does Sake have all of that power still?
And then you look at somebody to be standing there and you have no emotions. And they're probably go in his head and he'll be like, huh, weakling. Just like that. Hey, different people got different things on their mind the whole time. You trying to save a village and you, I need to get on. My people are watching me. It's like, hold on, bro, chill out, bro. Chill out. Cause bro just sitting there, you like, letting it come to him.
This guy's just like, ha, 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 in his head, laughing. Laughing emojis.
Oh, That's all you have. That has to be his last move, isn't it? It's just sitting there. You don't even know. Yo, that's funny, bro. Empress brought out an amazing point. We're going to show y'all the clip, but we back.
If my breath is going out of control, I can meditate and bring it back in order. As a matter of fact, let me stop here and share a couple things with you. Next time any of you have a
All right, guys. Yes, that was more than enough diamonds and jewels. If you guys want to tune into that, that's the Know Yourself webinar series with
You're just gonna put the link in the John though.
Yes.
So yeah,
the link's gonna be in the description. Professor Bello. This is part 1. Highly recommended. It's on her YouTube channel. Amazing, excellent educator and professor. So tune into that. But
So,
we're gonna run the Jeff
keep
Bezos.
keep in mind because she was stuck. She was right there on meditation, so I don't want to.
Yeah, but the video gets really.
Point.
Guys, that part 1 gets really choppy, but it gets better as you go on. So just bear with them. Try to write these down while they're going through those moments of choppiness or whatever the case is. And yeah.
So with meditation, right?
Mhm.
That just leads it back to incantation.
Mhm.
All she's telling them to do right now when she's saying that you can slow your breath down, it just means slow down. Right? The brother Terrence McKenna say, don't give way to amazement. He said that's what the elves was telling them. They was jumping in his body, jumping out his body. And
What it was like.
Don't give way to amazement. Don't give way to amazement. Don't give way to amazement. Because the whole time that's what you want to do. So the same situation where she's saying meditate. So you're playing sport or you're running. I'm telling you, like if you start, even if you meditate before you get on the field, where you say, okay, I'm gonna be tired around this time. When I get tired, I'm gonna push through. I'm gonna do this. That's what the whole meditation shit is. My heart start beating at this time fast. Okay, what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna breathe. You just keep on going through it, and that's what she's saying. And that's all from incantation. So you meditate on the race. So you meditate on everything you're gonna do. That's just visualizing it. That's why the next one was observation. You feel me? So the whole meditation is just to visualize
And
something.
I'm telling you, once you get into those spaces, things get so exciting. You start having like these organic endorphin releases. It's an amazing place to be, bro. I'm telling you, I highly recommend doing it. Really just visualizing and just, thinking things through is like, when I get here, I'm gonna get this. And then I'm gonna do this with it.
Like I'm always one to get
market, really.
I'm always the one to get upset with people, right? Because people got this mindset, right? Somebody get a mindset where everything is something. And then you see those other people, it's like, it's nothing. And it's really, really something to him, but he understands the key of meditation, the key of incantation, the key of continuously doing something. I said something on the Facebook the other day. I said the antidote to failure is consistency. Even if you consistently failing, bro, you're going to succeed. It's no consistent failures on the planet, bro. There's just a nigga that failed 2 times and gave up. And I've never heard of a consistent failure that ain't successful, bro. Hey, he will be successful for being the most consistent failure. That nigga failed every year. He failed every year for 100 years. Incantations. And bro, I'm telling you, bro, when we understand this meditation term, bro, and you start visualizing what's actually going on, it's just easy. I heard somebody say something even with the sports, and they was saying in a sense that players that played, it was an NBA guy, American NBA guy, and he was saying, yo, these foreign niggas, they wouldn't do none of this in the NBA. And I beg to differ because I've seen these foreign niggas give y'all numbers. But number two thing, which is super important, is the flow of the game. This coach rocked with me, so he got us playing at a flow that's more fit for me. The same way in America, where it's more based to American entertainment, the coach got this more fit to you. You're not better than me. Is that what you feel me? So we got to start really seeing what meditation to do, because if you're looking into these Olympics, what it is it's all the top athletes competing against each other, right? A lot of meditation come into it. A lot of that in battle mind judo come into it, where you like, hold on, get that nigga with a toss right here. Oh yeah, spinning kick. You feel me? The whole time you thinking about what you can do against these, because they're so, bro, I'm trying to tell you, bro, if you're watching the skateboard, you could be watching anything, bro. It's all this mental game. It's all this meditation. It's all this thing of like somebody will mess up and they'll just grab their board and just run back up the job. Nah, I ain't worried about it. And he worried about it. It's killing him. It's killing him inside. But you have to understand the point of meditation, because the minute you get down on yourself for that move,
Yeah, the external output.
the next move is done. And the next move is done. You done.
You gotta walk it off.
Man, we have to be able to master that. We have to see it before it happened. So before it happened, you see yourself falling. All right, if I fall, what move I'm gonna go to? All right, I'm probably gonna go with this move. It's a little safe move. I'm gonna get out of this shit.
Point where nigga get so good at it, he like, I'm purposely fall right here, make it look like I ain't know what I was doing,
and I'm just gonna jump
and
into my other job
like I usually do it.
You feel me? So there's different type of mental game you can play once you meditated on the situation.
Mm-hmm.
Everything that look, levitate, incantate. You gotta think about these words, bro. Incant. Sound like cannabis. Feminize.
Indica.
Seem like inside.
Endo.
And nigga want you to levitate, meditate.
Mm-hmm.
Medi.
Oh yeah.
Come on, Bridget. This seems like nothing but healing. So make sure, yeah, definitely y'all gotta check out that Bello. Like I said, we're gonna put the Professor Bello. We're gonna put the link in the description for sure, bro. Because I ride with Professor Bello. We can run this.
What it was like up in space for the world's richest man, and what he thinks this means for the rest of us here on Earth. Jeff Bezos is his name. His brother Mark, veteran pilot Wally Funk, and Dutch student Oliver Damon took off from just outside Van Horn, Texas, just after 9 o'clock Eastern time on a rocket and capsule built by his private company, Blue Origin. Now, the crew experienced zero gravity while floating about 66 miles above Earth. 10 minutes and 10 seconds after liftoff, they were back on Earth, safely celebrating with their loved ones. We were there for the historic and somewhat controversial trip. And about 2 hours after that, we sat down with Jeff Bezos and his brother Mark. We spoke about the adventure decades in the making and what they say is a bigger mission still to come. I don't think people truly understand what this means and why it's important.
Yeah, I think you're right, Gail. I think people don't understand it, or most people don't. And really, if you think about it, we are humanity. We're big now. The Earth is small. It's fragile. In fact, one of the things you see from space so clearly is just how fragile this planet is. Think about the air that we're breathing and this atmosphere. It feels big to us, but it's actually, when you get into space and you can see the Earth's atmosphere, it's so thin and fragile looking. So we do have to take care of this planet. This sounds fantastical, what I'm about to tell you, but it will happen. We can move all heavy industry and all polluting industry off of Earth and operate it in space. And
that does sound fantastic.
It sounds fantastic, and
or
it can't
crazy,
happen.
Jeff Bezos.
Yes, and it can't happen today.
Yeah.
And it will take many decades. But it would be like, if somebody, in the era of the Kitty Hawk Wright Flyer, and this tiny little airplane that can fly 100 feet, if you told somebody one day there will be a 787,
yeah,
it would seem fantastical. We've been to all the planets in this solar system with robotic probes. This is the good one. It's the only good one, and we have to protect it. And my generation, Mark and I are going to be dead before this job is done. It's not about us. It's what we can do, what Blue Origin can do, is build a space vehicle that is so operable and commercial and inexpensive that it becomes the infrastructure that the next generation can use to take those big steps.
This is how it starts. Yeah, big steps. But all of you all keep saying this is not a competition. And I find that so hard to believe because you're all type A personalities. Don't you want to be first? It really to you isn't a game of whose is bigger. Honestly, it really isn't.
Gail, I promise you it really isn't. And
because on the outside looking in, like even after you announced, then Richard Branson said, I'm going up first. Then you guys went higher. It's really not a competition.
It really isn't. It is not a competition.
Yeah.
If you want to think about it, there's one first person in space.
Yeah.
His name was Yuri Gagarin.
Yeah.
And it happened 60 years ago.
Yeah.
So that is what we have to do, is build a whole industry, Gail. And it's got to be an ecosystem. It's going to be made up of dozens and hundreds and even thousands of companies, just like what you see with the internet today.
Yeah.
2 kids in a dorm room can start a space company that changes the world. You have to have many companies pulling together.
Yeah.
They compete against each other, but there can be many winners.
Yeah, Jeff Bezos believes that big things start small. And he says there's room for everybody to try to figure out how to make this work. And it's going to take more than one person,
Yes,
one
absolutely.
company to do that, which I thought made a lot of sense.
I guess it was controversial to some people. I'm not. Yeah. Empress, what's your thoughts? It seemed controversial. You seen that? You see, like, there's a problem that broke is going to fly out, hang
Well,
out.
first and foremost, the pollutant statement is funny to me.
New
It's
at
like,
5, dramatic
y'all
body
messed
camera
one
video.
up, and now you guys are about to go to another one and mess it up.
Hmm.
Because we just were watching a little glimpse of a film that was pretty much based around scrappers in space scrappers. You know, picking up old satellite pieces and debris and just different stuff like that, and I guess getting paid for, you know, whatever they come in with. And you know, it's a big competition. So I guess Jeff Bezos is going to create some more job opportunities, but it definitely sounds bonkers just hearing it, of moving all the polluting industries into space. It's like, oh, so it's going to be surrounding the entire atmosphere.
That man said we could take all the bad junk and just put it in the air. Yo, these scientists, these people, whoever they be having their own missions, bro.
Man.
These are archons at the fullest extent. These boys, they be having their own planet. Yo,
It's like, let's suffocate them from the inside and out.
you know what we should do? We should take the Earth to another solar system. Guys, what do you think? Let's drag the Earth to another solar system. Bro, we gotta stay away from these folks, bro. They're gonna cause so much damage. Look, the ball, they say the ball is spinning at millions of miles, bro. How they gonna hold that in the net?
Ooh, flat Earth.
How they gonna hold that in the net? A million-mile ball, bro. How they gonna hold that in the net? That ball gonna spin that net up, spin everybody back to Earth, nigga. Have all the spaceships spinning and whirling, bro. Jeff Bezos, bro. Don't put nothing in the air, bro. We good. I'm telling you, we good, bro. Just stop making them on Earth. Just leave them alone.
And yeah, everyone was just disgusted by that. Just the sound of billionaire going into space. That headline is distasteful. It's just, look at this capitalistic society bragging about their billionaires.
Why would a random bro just be going to space?
Yeah, it's like, I don't know, the propaganda that they pushed of like it being like this whole training and, you know, initiation process that you have to go through. It's like, wait, a billionaire just went up there?
Oh no, he went to the training.
So he went through it.
The training easy. Training easy, bro. It's just like a firefighter. Like, it's hard for a regular American. But if you're an athlete, bro, you run through training, bro. Jeff Bezos lift weight all the time, bro. That man on TRT, that boy can lift weights. They grown man, bro. You're not competing for no sports, bro. You could be on roids. You could roid your whole head out, bro. What is wrong with y'all, bro? Come on, bro. Jeff Bezos was a meanie. Let me show y'all Bezos, bro, because I got this other brother on my screen. Anyways, let me show y'all Jeff. Look at Jeff. $1995. I'm just making up a year. Just want to see Jeff Bezos in 1995. That might be a random ass year to try to see a nigga in. Like, bro, what you mean you want to see me in 1995, dude?
Oh, that one.
Yeah, bro. It's on YouTube, but I ain't gonna. But you ready for me though?
Yeah.
All right, you can run you, and I'm gonna come back to me.
New at 5, dramatic body camera video shows the moment a driver goes toe-to-toe with an officer during a traffic stop. That East Point driver is now charged with trying to disarm an officer.
Fox 5's Doug Evans walks us through the body camera footage of the traffic stop that started with a suspected DUI and took a violent turn.
Peachtree City police say that 52-year-old Harvey Johnson was being pulled over on suspicion of DUI. The officer reported that he saw Johnson's car weaving in and out of his lane and that he took a turn wide and almost left the roadway. The officer's body cam video shows that Johnson immediately is out of the car as the patrolman pulls up. The audio is laced with numerous obscenities on the part of Johnson, so we've turned that down. But from what we could hear, it appears that Johnson was very angry about being stopped and, in his words, followed by the officer. The officer instructs him a number of times to get back in his vehicle. And at one point, the video showed Johnson trying to push past the officer and he gets angry and upset by the officer for touching him. When the officer tries to detain Johnson, the video shows an apparent struggle. The officer's body camera is even knocked off and knocked to the ground. We pick up the confrontation from the nearby motel security camera, and that video shows a very intense struggle between Johnson and the officer. At one time, the two men fall to the ground, with Johnson on top of the officer. The video then shows Johnson trying to get away and get inside the hotel lobby and lock the door on the officer. The video then shows Johnson in the hotel lobby with other officers arriving, and it's during that time where Johnson is accused of trying to take one of the officers' tasers away from him.
One of the officers has his taser out trying to cover him. The offender reaches back and grabs hold of the officer's taser and attempts to remove it from his possession. The officer is able to maintain control of that taser and remove his hand from it.
Eventually, with the use of the taser and the struggle of three officers, Johnson is taken into custody. He's facing numerous charges, including trying to disarm an officer and simple assault on an officer. Peachtree City Police say there was also a 10-year-old little girl in the car with Johnson along with her mother. That little girl is accused of cursing at officers, spitting on them, throwing rocks at them. She's also accused of knocking an officer's body camera off of them, picking it up and smashing it to the ground. They're not charging the 10-year-old. Instead, they're charging the mother with being a party to the child's crimes. The mother is also being charged with giving police a false identification. In Peachtree City, I'm Doug Evans, Fox 5 News.
Yeah, see, the only problem I got with this situation is, right? So he wasn't drunk. He wasn't swerving. But he got out of the car and he was tripping. But y'all wasn't following him. I wish we all rock with the prison rules in effect, right? Kind of move a little different so it wasn't so obvious and so crazy. But nevertheless. The brother said he wasn't swerving and doing crazy shit. Do you have him on the body cam swerving and doing crazy stuff? I don't know. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. He wasn't charged with being drunk or being intoxicated or DUI or any of those things. So I'm assuming maybe he wasn't drinking. You didn't find him drunk or anything. I'm assuming. I'm not 100% sure, right? So you run up to we say prison rules in effect, street rules in effect, right? They get you to you got. So in that situation, he probably shouldn't have escalated it. Right, Empress? He could have got killed. You all right? So maybe he should have just tried to get back to the cribbo. What you thinking? He think a cop been following him for a little minute. I don't even know if the cop turned on his light or if he decided to turn into this little apartment, the little hotel situation. Yeah, so maybe he was like, man, but it's not like he following me, bro. Let me turn in here real quick. And when he turned in, maybe Burke came up behind him. So that's why he jumped out. Because they're saying that in the video, they're saying, you see, he jumped out very quick. Oh, he's already out of the car. Maybe he just jumped out because he's like, hold on, why is this cop following me? Right? And then they start blaming the little girl for doing things. Right? I don't know if they have any proof of the little young lady breaking the body cam.
Any further footage?
Right? But we're going to show videos because I don't want to make it seem like we're just against these guys. We're going to show videos where these guys take things a bit far and you be like, oh, man, they lied on him. That's all I'm trying to say. So I don't want you to be like, yo, T, bro. They said the little girl broke the body cam. What are you talking about? All right, check out Jeff. This is how Jeff used to give it up, bro, in 97. In 97, this is how he was giving it up. Oh, you're not even done spinning. Oh, yeah, I muted you.
Okay.
I just want them to see Jeff. Just the brother Jeff. If Empress show you modern Jeff, bruh, how did Jeff come from being so hunchback to being so straight back? Posture. Niggas always talk about their posture messed up. That's just your pose. You posing wrong. So maybe he just went to a pose class and he was like, yo, Jeff.
No, it looked like he lost weight, right?
Have your chest up. Oh, he said he used to be fat then.
Yeah. I think this is out of shape. Nerdy guy, but I feel like he got fit. He started working out, so maybe that muscle build up started to give him a better posture. But yeah, he look like he coming back to this.
He look fat right here.
Yeah, that same gobble neck.
That neck look skinny, bro.
Yeah, it's skinnier than the one that he has now. Right now, he's like Joe Rogan.
I'm just
buff.
saying, it's skinny to his head though. His head, look at his head. His head it's like off his body, like
Yeah, as a younger Jeff, but I'm saying he's like
he's 97.
You can see this forming.
Bro, he look older than this video that we just watched, bro.
He had more hair right here.
I don't know what that means. Why do he look old as hell? Like everything about him look old.
Oh, he ain't got money yet, right? Oh, he got money right here.
And he's still Jeff Bezos. I don't think he went on that TR. Nah, he want that Jeff Bezos.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That'll make you look better.
97. No, nigga, TRT, bro.
What do
The
you
man, no,
mean?
it's not that he look better. The man is like he's upright and he's big. He's almost taller, bro. He
you're
probably got
saying
knee
he has,
surgery.
Like a dweeb vibe.
Yes, look at him.
Yeah, for sure. But I feel like he has a dweeb vibe everywhere.
Shout out to Jeff, bro. We're not banging on you, OG, bro. You just went in the air, 66 miles in the air. How far they said the sun is away from us? Like 200,000 miles, bro. Y'all be making up numbers, bro. I don't even know what y'all be saying sometimes. I don't even know how to keep the science going. Hey, and this weird thing that y'all got about, I agree with the science. What are you talking about? Science don't even agree with the science, stupid. Science is about science, bro. You do an experiment, I do an experiment. Your shit not proven, my shit not proven. They're both theories, bro. Who are you to say, I agree with the science? What are you talking about, bro? Science on both sides. They both have theories. And the nigga over here that's saying that we shouldn't be using it has actually more proof. Because the nigga over here, they're saying people are getting blood clots. Bro, I knew an OG, bro. He was a big businessman. We shout him out on the cast all the time. I don't want to shout him out because I went on his Instagram and the post wasn't on there anymore. So maybe you don't want people to be feeling sorry for him. But he had 2 posts back to back about it.
What if they censored him?
And they say, yo, you can't tell people that you're going through problems. Huh?
Not at this point in time.
Take that shit down, nigga.
Taking all vaccine complaints off of the site for now.
Oh, you might be right. But this thing, he wasn't per se complaining about the vaccine.
The code?
Yeah, he wanted so much. Yeah, damn, thank you, man. See, look at me, bro. They need to take me off the internet. Dang, see, he don't even got it no more because he was talking about trust. He was talking about the importance of having a trust, right? And he was saying, nigga, if you ain't think that it was important before, then he was just explaining, like, nigga, I was just looking for jets and, you know, doing my thing, looking for new things, and this hit me out of nowhere. And now, nigga, I'm fighting for my life. You feel me? So he was like, man, if you ain't got to trust,
no business being done.
That shit might, bro. Just don't get caught up in the moment because at a blink of an eye, that shit could be gone, bro. A nigga could be living right now and be dead right then. Michael Jackson face. I thought like I thought on Michael Jordan. No, Michael Jackson when he was on stage talking about. I was telling Empress earlier about him when he was talking about Matolo. Man, I was talking about Matolo, bro. The nigga taking advantage of was that Jennifer? Was Jennifer his girlfriend or was it Mariah? I don't know who was his good friend. Mariah? See, I don't know the Spanish. See, that's the thing. Look at me, bro. Black people, bro, we need to stop, bro. We need to rock with our own brothers and stop trying to accept everybody because y'all be causing confusion for me. Cause now it's almost like they're icon in our John. You like, yo, T, you don't know about this person? Nah, I really don't know who you're talking about.
J-Lo with the booty.
Yeah, I don't know if it's Jenny from the Block or it's Mariah Carey though. Mariah Carey is a better singer though than Jenny from the Block.
Yeah, and I feel like Jenny came slightly out.
Jenny couldn't be chilling with Mike. Gotta be Mariah Carey. Mariah Carey got the biggest fucking Christmas Carol in history.
That's like
hey, what you doing over there, Christmas Carol?
That's like Cardi B hanging with the president.
Oh, we seen that on that video.
Congresswoman from Florida, Maria Salazar. Congresswoman, thank you for joining us this morning. They talked about,
thank you, Rachel.
And I know you've been asking for the Biden administration to meet with Cuban American leaders. Why hasn't the president done that yet?
We have no idea. And good morning. And that's exactly what we need. We need two things. We need for him to meet with us and to rally the international community around this topic and to provide internet. It's so easy. It's so easy. And we ask him in the name of God to do it. Why? Because internet will allow the Cubans to communicate among themselves so they can organize more protests. And not only that, they will be able to upload those videos where they show the brutality of the regime, where we see how they're being tortured, how they're being beaten, just for being out there on the streets protesting and asking for libertad, which is freedom. So we don't need much more right now. This is the immediate actions that the White House need to take, Rachel. And now we do not understand. If he doesn't want to meet with us, we get it. We're Republicans. I get it. But this has nothing to do with parties. This has to do with after 62 years of a satanic nightmare, these people are saying no more.
Well, what's fascinating is you said this. The Democrats, there are Democrat politicians in Florida, and many of them, most of them are on your side. And they're saying, why isn't the Biden administration doing this? It seems like the delay in the internet is basically, are they waiting out for the protests to be completely squelched by the communist regime? Well, I mean, at this point, how much longer can they hold out?
I don't know. It's so easy. And I'm going to explain to you why it's so easy, because we have been, as you said, we have been doing some investigation. And the DOD, the Department of Defense, knows how to do this because they did it in the Middle East. There are private companies that can put up a balloon right very close to Cuba without violating any international laws. And what will that do? That will just emanate, will give some Wi-Fi, and then the Cubans can pick it up, because the Cubans do have some of the apps that can upload those videos. And you know what? That will be the end of the story, because the Cubans have lost everything, and now they lost fear. And since they lost fear, they're willing to go out there to claim and to reclaim their freedom. That's all we need to do. Give them that instrument, technology. So we're asking that every time I do a television hit, and I thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. I'm talking directly to President Biden. Last time I met with you, you told me that you are an Irish Catholic. So now I'm appealing to you, to that same God that we have, your God and my God. Help us. Help the Cuban people. The only thing they're asking is for internet. Provide that technology so then they can determine their own destiny. But give them that instrument so they can have that. We're neighbors, you know, and we're going to have thousands and thousands of Cubans in front of the White House in the next hours, and you will see what we're claiming, freedom.
Well, let's see if it makes a difference. This point, they haven't done it. So you have to wonder if they have any intention of doing it at all. Thank you, Congresswoman. Thank you for bringing attention to this very important issue. Cuba Libre.
Thanks to you.
I want to show y'all another video before I double down on that one. But in that one, look, this continuously is happening, right? With the Haiti situation, the brother is part of a party. What's the name of his party? You remember the party name?
Jack Calais.
All right, so that's my party. They come with conservative type value. They'll be like akin to the Republican in the American system.
Wait, which one?
Right. Yeah, you already know. You already know. That bro not even the longest one, but yeah, that one right there, it's a solid one, because I don't know what's going on here. Right? I don't know what's going on here.
I talked with a number of officers about this incident and simply said it is not sitting well with them. The two officers in question are off the street. The men involved in that shooting still on it. A Detroit cop is suspended, another on medical leave after apparently fleeing the scene of a shooting that unfolded right in front of them. Sources tell me it happened near Schoolcraft in Greenfield back on June 30th.
This incident is troubling, and it is unfortunate, and it's not consistent with our training. It's also not consistent with the expectations that are set by myself and my command team.
Interim Police Chief James White addressing the officer's response or lack thereof during a press conference Friday. The victim, seen here in the blue shirt, was struck but survived. A sedan pulled up in front of him. A man in the backseat hung outside the window and opened fire with the semi-automatic rifle. All of it captured on police dash cam. The officers drove off, but at some point turned back around to help the victim. The gunman and driver got away.
What I'm looking to understand is prior to leaving the scene and returning to provide the assistance, what was the state of mind of the officer? What did they think they were doing? I need to know a lot of things that I don't want to discuss right now, but it has to do with if they were secure enough to take immediate action.
What could they have done in that moment? Could they have drawn and engaged them with?
Oh, absolutely. Yes, you pull your gun. He's shooting at somebody. You pull your gun when you're in fear of your life or someone else in fear of their life.
Retired Detroit Assistant Police Chief Steve Dolan tells me the officers in question did not come clean about what happened.
It appears they're hiding something at first because, again, it came to light through a routine investigation of the cameras. And the supervisor said, hey, wait a minute. So it wasn't reported to them right away.
That supervisor sent it up the chain, prompting an investigation and the immediate suspension of the female officer who was behind the wheel.
And I think what's disconcerting probably for citizens is, and I don't want to generalize, however, we see a lot of instances where unarmed individuals are given a hard time by the police. And police say they fear for their lives. Well, this was an actual shooting in progress that the officers witnessed, and they didn't engage the threat.
Former Detroit Police Chief Ralph Godby says cops are supposed to be the people who run to danger, not away from it.
Do we get hired to die? No, but we do understand that there's a risk inherent with what we do. But that risk is for the greater good of society.
Individualized incidents do not represent the hard work of the over 2,000 men and women of this department that they do day in and day out.
Chief White says he's waiting for the officer that's on medical leave to get back to work before they wrap up this investigation and make a decision on both of their futures with DPD. I'm Randy Wimber, and this is the end.
Hey, this might be the end. Yo, what did we just witness?
It's a cowardice?
These motherfuckers are like that Black Lives Matter group. They don't care if it's about black people. Bro, you telling me somebody pulled out a chopper on somebody and was about to chop them down. And your whole shit was just man, bro. You a police, bro. You an officer of the goddamn law. Bro. The least you could do, bro, is upheld that back. I'm telling you, bro, you choose your path.
But like, they said that they went back.
The cops went back to find them?
They went back and they helped the person who got hit. So ultimately, I don't see nothing. I see everything they did justified. It's like, okay, first and foremost, you're sitting in your passenger seat.
Mm-hmm.
You are randomly shot by niggas just shooting in front of you. The first thing you do, you saying is what? Accidentally push on your gas, try to pull your gun out and shoot into your windshield or come out and shoot.
And you tell me that he's in his passenger seat. Why? What are you doing in his passenger seat?
Not passenger, he's a driver. He's driving the cruiser or whatever the case is.
And you saying somebody's in the passenger seat, another cop?
No.
It's just him.
Yeah. Oh, are you saying that was both in the same vehicle?
I don't know. Oh, you saying they was in different vehicles?
I'm not sure.
Oh, it's just two of them talking.
If they're in the same vehicle, somebody's supposed to be shooting.
Oh, you saying two of them talking like they always do?
Yeah.
One face this way, one face that way.
Mm-hmm.
And what the other one did? The other one ran too?
No, that's what I'm saying. They have to both be in the same patrol car. Cause I never seen a second cop car.
Yeah, and they said both of them they on leave or something from injuries. Who was like, what cops are they waiting to get back? At the end, they were saying they was waiting on some cops to get back. You can run this one and we'll jump back into that because we want to just collide them all in one big bubble because the same thing is going on over there in Cuba too, in a sense.
Deadly
Hey,
ambush
and let's be clear that the lady was just saying that as far as the internet, it's a total embargo lift, right? That she's looking at in a sense where it's like, yo, let's stop this. Let's stop that nonsense, bro. Let's allow the people
At least a chance, she said.
to be able, a part of capitalism. The same thing we were saying with the Haitian people. Yo, let's stop this. Let's stop this voodoo, all this bullshit y'all making up. No, them regular people over there, bro. We need commerce.
Salvador,
we
let's
need
stop this.
Yeah, bro. We
Get
need
Bitcoin.
we need commerce to start being back. Hey, whoever did in Haiti, bro, y'all bullshitting, bro.
Bitcoin.
Shit was just at 29K, bro. Y'all
They ain't got no infrastructure. How you get to the internet?
El Salvador ain't got no goddamn infrastructure. What El Salvador got? El Salvador is
El
in
Salvador on the poorest?
the top 5, just like Haiti is, but Haiti number 1, but they top 5.
I thought Nicaragua.
No, El Salvador. El Salvador. I told you about them little Spanish countries, bro. They on there like God on there. Honduras probably should be on there.
You said Honduras, Nicaragua, Haiti. I don't know if it was El Salvador.
Nah,
you ready?
El Salvador is on there. Poorest countries in the world, 2021. Oh my gosh, I went in the world, nigga. They immediately took me to Somalia. What's going on with them?
You put Western Hemisphere.
Yeah, Taiwan, Tanzania. Yeah, these not the brothers I'm asking about. I'm asking about in the Western Hemisphere, bro. Poorest country in the West. In the Western Hemisphere, bro. All right, let's go. We right here, folks. Bomb number 1, Haiti. Bomb number 2, Nicaragua. Bomb number 3, Guyana. Bomb number 4, Honduras. Bolivia, Paraguay, Guatemala, and El Salvador is 8th on this list. But I can find another list where they should be up because El Salvador getting smacked, bro. They smacked, bro. They using Bitcoin. Look, right here. That's the list I'm looking for. And that's what I was telling Empress. With Haiti and Nicaragua, they basically battle for that 1 and 2 spot. But majority of the list, you're gonna see Haiti number 1.
What I'm reading.
Just to see that El Salvador's in the top 5. Because I just put him at 8 in the last list. So niggas like, man, that brother ain't lying again. That brother be lying by the stats. But they in the top 5, right?
Yeah, so Haiti's 1, Nicaragua's 2, Honduras is 3, Guatemala's 4, El Salvador's 5.
Guyana.
Jamaica's 6, Dominican Republic.
Jamaica
7.
6. Goddamn, Jamaica.
Number 8 is St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
Yeah.
St. Lucia is number 9. Cuba's number 10.
So that's a top 10. So we all up there, bro. So we want the same shit. So stop the negativity, bro. Stop bringing it around to niggas' islands like, yo, these niggas do double shit. Yo, these people, nobody's not on nothing. And matter of fact, they don't even want to be part of you. Chill out. Let's be able to do commerce, bro. What's this weird shit where it's like, yo, I don't want to do commerce with them. They might have devil rice. I don't know what y'all saying, bro, or what y'all doing, bro. Let's stop the embargo. Let's allow the people to be able to travel to America, nigga. Do their little business, nigga, and take it back wherever the fuck they need to take it to, bro. And when I say take it, I'm not talking about they need to come to your country because only why people need to come to your country is because you don't give them opportunity in their land. So just open up the opportunities, bro. Just make it fruitful and multiply, bro. Just open up the trades, bro. Just let people do trades. But for sure, whoever over there in Haiti, bro, I know my dog taking over, so hopefully he come in there with some stern man shit.
New here at 4 o'clock, the 3rd suspect in a deadly ambush that claimed the life of a 7-year-old girl is denied bail today.
Yeah, WJAN's Brona Tumulty is following this story for us. She joins us now in studio with more details. Brona.
Good evening, guys. Yeah, many viewers will remember the story of 7-year-old Jaslyn Adams, fatally shot back in April while getting McDonald's with her dad. Now, a 3rd suspect in that case is behind bars, denied bail today.
When they caught the first 2, then I kind of felt hopeful. I kind of felt like they was going to catch the 3rd one.
So Wanda McMullen is talking about the 3 men now facing charges in the death of her granddaughter Jaslyn Adams, a little girl who loved to dance, make TikTok videos, and who'll forever be just 7 years old.
I know she probably had a whole lot to do with this too, but she's a very fidgety child, and she's probably up there like they're not gonna get away with this.
She was at a McDonald's drive-thru back on April 18th with her dad when an Audi pulled in next to them. Officials say 2 men got out and fired off almost 50 rounds combined. Jaslyn was struck 3 times in the back, arm and leg. Officers at the scene swept her into a squad car, but she died soon after at Stroger.
If you see my son's car, they shot the whole passenger side up. He didn't have not one bullet hole on the side of his car when he was the driver. They shot the back and the passenger side up. So who was they trying to kill? The passenger or the driver? So that's what made me think that their intent was to kill my granddaughter.
21-year-old Damon Gowdy and 18-year-old Marion Lewis were both arrested in the days after Jaslyn's death. But it took 3 months to track down 22-year-old Devontae Anderson, picked up Monday in a joint FBI-CPD bust. A judge today denying him bail, saying, quote, money would not make the community safe. Any amount of money would not make the community safe. Prosecutors telling the court today Anderson had previously fled to Florida and also allegedly tried to evade arrest this week. It's alleged he was the one who used an AK-47 style gun the day of the shooting, which according to ballistics matched 28 shell casings at the scene. A second weapon seemingly fired off an additional 19 rounds. And coming up at 6:30, we'll have more on what prosecutors say led authorities to tracking down this trio.
Okay, thank you so much.
Still, Brona, thank you.
Bro. That's what I'm saying. These people, we're at war with them too, bro. That Chicago, bro, when y'all hear about those stories, bro, stuff is sad up there, bro. A young lady was just saying that she's like, bro, I'm out of here, bro. It's the worst place to live right now. She said a little 2-year-old got grazed in the head top. But the baby recovering, but man, we gotta change this culture. We gotta stop celebrating this death culture, bro. That's why when we bang on these bullshit ass rappers that's talking about the killing, you feel me? Even when we was listening to the Benzino, because that's how we started off, I was like, dang, he support nonsense. Empress was saying, yo, this Cody Ray dad. So Cody, Empress doing him out like that. And I'm like, maybe Benzino supporting the nonsense. Benzino never really had good music.
Yeah, that's why I think they called him on, because they know they could easily make him look not sane as far as the speaking points.
I almost want to show Judge Joe Brown going at his brother Mark, just to get him back.
Wait, so is it in here, babe?
What, the Judge Joe Brown and Mark? Oh, what was going to? Because I forgot what I just told you.
You said it was a Ron Slosh.
All right, go down really
fast. This is Judge Brown caller said Judge Brown saved his life. 13 minutes? No.
I guess you can play the beginning of it. The beginning of it, he says something important. What has Savannah been show 4 suspects wanted in connection?
Deadly shooting.
Gas station worker beaten. Just wanted to use the bathroom. All right, but you didn't see the gas station worker beaten. All right. Gas station worker beating somebody, but yeah.
You want to see the back end of this?
What is this?
This is the Detroit's fleeing, the cops fleeing.
And what are you talking about right here?
We're talking about the patrol vehicle.
Okay, blah blah. Let me unmute that. My bad, folks.
Oh no, I got you. I'm sorry.
No, it's me though. Oh, it's you? Yeah. Okay, yeah.
All right, you put on screen.
Yeah, you ready whenever you just run it.
Okay.
Was behind the wheel.
I think what's disconcerting probably
mentioned that's
of the cameras, and the supervisor said, hey, wait a minute. So it wasn't reported to them right away.
That supervisor sent it up the chain, prompting an investigation and the immediate suspension of the female officer who was behind the wheel.
I think what's disconcerting probably for.
So she didn't report it though.
You mean it?
Yeah, she didn't report it.
What are you saying?
Somebody seen this, a supervisor, somebody seen this and sent it up the chain.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So this is a young lady in the automobile.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't expect her to do anything, but that's why I want y'all to get out of line of duty. I love y'all, I promise I do, but y'all gotta do y'all job, bro.
Steve Dolan tells me the officers in question did not come clean about what happened.
It appears they were hiding something at first, because again, it came to light through a routine investigation of the cameras. And the supervisor said, hey, wait a minute. So it wasn't reported to them right away.
That supervisor sent it up the chain, prompting an investigation and the immediate suspension of the female officer who was behind the wheel.
And I think what's disconcerting probably for citizens is, you know, and I don't want to generalize, however, we see a lot of instances where unarmed individuals are given a hard time by the police. And police say they fear for their lives. Well, this was an actual shooting in progress that the officers witnessed, and they didn't engage the threat.
Former Detroit Police Chief Ralph Godby says cops are supposed to be the people who run to danger, not away from it.
Do we get hired to die? No, but we do understand that there's a risk inherent with what we do. But that risk is for the greater good of society.
Individualized incidents do not represent the hard work of the over 2,000 men and women of this department that they do day in and day out.
Chief White says he's waiting for the officer that...
Hey, so even Chief White ain't proud. Chief White waiting on the officer to get back out of injury so you can talk to that motherfucker. Young lady, I'm not banging on you. I wouldn't want to take nothing away from you. I promise I wouldn't. But you appeared to be terrified.
What tactic?
That means that you're not protecting anything. So that means that your only job is to really arrest people with no weapons.
You think that sis that be making the TikTok videos?
Man, I know for sure, nigga, her whole plan was to make it home tonight. Shout out to you though, because I wanted to make it home, bro.
Too exclusive. A gas station.
But like, pause that.
Suburban.
Like, in order for her to really get arrested, she's gonna have to abuse people that's really not doing nothing. It's gonna be somebody jaywalking. Like, those are the only people she's gonna feel safe around. Mm-hmm. So she's gonna go get those people every chance she gets. Mm-hmm. So, like, say it's a shooting right down the street, and then somebody just committed petty theft.
She go to the petty theft.
You feel me? And she like, and she would almost report that she going to the other one. Mm-hmm. Johnson, I thought you was going to the. No, I went to the petty theft. I'm sorry. Why did you report that you was going to the shooting? We could have sent the crew there. I'm sorry, I wasn't thinking straight. What the fuck was going on with that young lady in the whip, bro? This white lady. My bad for bringing race into it. I'm a Democrat, bro. I bring race into everything, bro. Nah, I'm bullshitting, bro. But nah, this young lady, bro, she need to be out the force, bro. And this was a man doing it. Even earlier, I didn't know it was a woman.
He be gone like that resource officer at
bro,
Barclays.
I didn't know it was a woman. I was like, bro, this man need to be out of here. Like, bro, mm-hmm. I'm not like, just like OG said, it seemed like he a cop.
And that's what we saying, because we hold men to a higher standard. We simply like, bro, that man, pussy. Mm-hmm. And now we're like, wait, it's actual pussy? Oh.
Get her out of here, man.
It's okay. Just get out of here.
She shouldn't be working these.
Yeah, like, it's not like there's no real judgment besides rules are rules.
Yeah, you shouldn't be working these. I can't put you out here, man. You know, the force is getting really dangerous nowadays.
This is the third time, man.
Yo, and this is a routine check. I'm telling you, the body cam, bro, making it hard for them to do their job too, I'm guessing. This is a routine check. She forgot she had this video probably. No, she didn't. She was scared out of it. I know she was that day like it was yesterday. Bro, just a random routine check. Bro, like, hey, let me see your body cam. And he just playing the footy now. Did you send this to me? Oh, I forgot about. All right, I'm gonna send it to the higher ups. It shouldn't be nothing serious. Maybe she.
Am I supposed to act like I didn't see this? Okay. Sends it off, nigga.
Maybe
you thinking you good.
That's the party that the new bro from. So he not a part of the Republican bros. But he got his own little sway though.
And night?
You can click on it real quick. I'm saying it was like some national Christian niggas or some shit. I don't know what that means. I gotta, cause I don't really see their
patriotic unity.
I guess I would have to go back and check out the Renee fella. Yeah, because they say Renee had a situation and his shit got dissolved.
He was a Haitian politician and agronomist who served twice as president of Haiti, once in early 1996.
Renee?
To early 2001, and again from 2006 to 2011. He was also prime minister from early to late 1991. This is Renee for the camera.
I ain't gonna lie, boy. I like these presidents way more than I like Michelle. Michelle came out that bit looking like
Nigga more rap.
Man, who's this white guy? It be a lot of y'all weird people. I don't want them. I don't want them in the office. In a black country like Haiti, bro, the president should be blacker than a motherfucker.
Less foul and patriotic unity.
So that's their whole vibe.
Yeah.
There's some patriotic niggas.
Less foul was from 2006 to 2009, and then patriotic unity was 2009 to 2017.
All right, and then this is like one group put together, two groups put together into one to make this new Infinite boy.
The patriotic unity?
Nah, this new group they got.
The Unite.
Yeah.
Let me go back.
Cause what two groups? Cause I know Renee. So we're gonna have to definitely go check out Renee John. We might have to come back and offer some more on that. So we're not gonna stick to it.
It was a successor of L'Espoir, a political platform created by René Préval during his presidential candidacy in 2006. In November 2009, L'Espoir was dissolved and merged into the new party, which included some factions from the National Christian Union for the Reconstruction of Haiti, Union Nationale.
Sound like some good niggas to me.
Pour la Reconstruction de Haiti. The movement for national reconstruction, the country organization movement, and the Open the Gate Party.
Seem like my niggas. Papa leg bars.
Open that gate. In the 2010 elections, Jude Celestin was its presidential candidate, finishing second, but he did not advance to the second round because of allegations made to the Provisional Electoral Council. In the parliamentary election, it gained 35 seats in the Chamber of Deputies and 11 in the Senate. The party was renamed in April 2015 as Patriotic Unity.
All right, so that's what the Infinite Boy is about. Okay, Patriotic.
So Unite is unity,
Unite.
and then patriotic is patriotic. All right. So after the merger with two other political groups at almost the same time, René Préval and his supporters found truth, which means vérité in French, a new political party. Both parties competed in 2015 parliamentary elections in separate ways. Unite Patriotique presented 8 candidates for the Senate and 39 for the Chamber of Deputies.
And the fact that Moise appointed this brother, right, and being that he Republican, I really want to see what these brothers, what may have aligned them.
Somebody might be related to me. All right, so let me throw this one out there. But it was reported in late April 2019 that the party's founding members had decided to dissolve it on the 12th of April. However, the spokesperson for the National Coordination Committee, Sol Jacinthe, denied on 6 May that the party had been dissolved and blamed Paul Denis of spreading rumors about its dissolution to strengthen the new party he was creating. Denis, however, denied the accusation. On May 10th, Denis and several other dissident members of Unite announced the launching of Infayos Party, which is another party.
Oh, so they're not part of Unite no more. Dennis them. Them boys be creating parties like motherfuckers.
Yeah,
I love
and
them.
they saying Infinos is the Unite.
This is the truth party.
But yeah, Paul Dennis was spreading rumors. But hold on, is that the same thing with like when the Bitcoin went down?
Truth party.
And Bruce was like, what happened to the rundown room or whatever? They felt like they were trying to dissolve the room. The one African brother kept getting really angry. He was taking things too seriously. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Okay, but yeah.
People be trying to think people be dissolving and stuff. That's why Professor Bello said, yo, make sure you got your truth. Read your Bible and then have your understanding. Because somebody could dissolve your Bible in 2 seconds. But as long as you got to understand and why you rocking with it, you could tell this and tell that, who cares? Who cares? But if I come to you and attack your Bible and then you start, I'm going to kill you. I know that you only believe in the Bible. Like if I drop the Bible on the floor, you might start crying. Yo, where's my holy book? Holy book can't be on the floor. We got to start that type of thinking. But I think we're going to go a lot more into the Haiti situation. You know how we've been covering this whole Haiti update. But the brother Ariel Henry coming in next, but you know he probably said way different in French. So we gotta check him
Yeah,
out.
so they literally tried to say that it was dissolved, and then they said that they came back and was like, nah, that's not true. That's rumors, woody whoop. And they said that Paul Dennis was responsible for that, but he wasn't. So that new name is the same as Patriotic Unity. It's the same group. It's just allegedly the new name that they were trying to branch off with, but it's literally the same people, same members, everything's the same.
They just didn't want the name, probably.
I don't know. Like a bro just did a name change, yeah.
No,
Didn't
bro.
want the name.
I don't like the any force. But they colors green and yellow. Green and yellow, green and yellow, green and yellow, green and yellow. And they got plants. So they plan on it seems like they plan on growing plants back in Haiti. I'm supporting them brothers, nigga, off real. Them brothers, I don't know. I gotta check them out though. I gotta see what they do. Right? I don't want to just say I'm supporting them and then I go read into their John name and they had that bit wigging.
That scallions.
Well, yeah, Empress, you can run this little video.
Now, to a CBS 2 exclusive. A gas station worker in South Suburban Dalton caught on camera beating a woman inside the store. We warn you, the video is graphic. Our Jermont Terry tracked down the victim. Lots to get into. Let's get right to Jermont Terry in Dalton, where protesters actually forced that store to close for the night. Jermont.
Brad, tonight the lights are off. This 24-hour gas station is shut down. It is mission accomplished for the protesters who came out furious by the attack of this woman by a man who works here.
A rally and cry of outrage at the Shell on Sibley Boulevard and Lincoln Avenue in Dalton.
Justice for Kia!
This crowd gathering for Nakia Smith. She's
Alabama. Oh, this Alabama.
After this assault caught on video.
Open the door! Every time I close my eyes to go to sleep, that's just all I see.
Smith says she tried to use the gas station's restroom and was originally denied by the man behind the counter. But there was a woman working too.
And you asked that woman what?
Can I use the bathroom?
And she allows you to
She
go?
let me go to the bathroom.
And as you're walking towards the bathroom,
I hear him come from behind the counter and go to lock the door.
Fearful of what the man would do, Smith says she accidentally urinated on herself in the aisle.
It's a medical condition. I can't control it all the time.
Smith says when she tried to leave the store, the employee would not let her.
The video you got, that was the end of the situation. That was not the beginning.
She tells me the man refused to unlock the door.
I'm starting to unlock the door. He pushed me. I pushed him back. So I continue to let myself out, and he started hitting me. Open the door! Oh my!
Her friends were locked outside watching in horror. It turns out the person recording is a stranger.
She doesn't know her.
Yet Smith's mother is grateful the stranger captured what she did.
Those were blows. He attacked her.
The front door is boarded up where friends eventually broke the glass to get Smith out safely. They are rallying after learning people have complained about this employee before.
When you get complaints, check into those complaints.
And tonight, Dalton police are sitting
Man,
outside
yo,
of
this
shut
is-
down.
This is madness, bro.
Madness.
This is madness, bro.
It's like, wait a minute, wait 1 minute. I need to see that same footage at the beginning of the man swerving in and out of the lanes. Whoop de whoop.
Yeah.
Don't show me no last frame and tell me, look what he did. Look what he did. No, what led to that? Don't tell me about the last frame where a stranger recorded the last part where the winner and the victor got the last say. Don't show me that.
He just pounding away at her, right?
Yeah, it's like, what happened to you? What happened to your heart?
Why would somebody be doing that to somebody? And then the friends broke in and broke her out safely. This is a fucking bank. It's a one dude punching somebody, bro. We breaking in the window.
Allegedly, there's another employee.
A woman that's on our side.
Where is she? He kicked out.
She's not opening the door for nobody either.
Like when I initially heard this, I was like, "Dang, his lady must have came out there and tried to embarrass him." put them paws on her. Or like he didn't even work there. She worked there. And he came out there to beat her. But you saying this man worked there?
Beating in.
And somehow he thought, well, oh, shall be like that though. They always lock the doors.
For what? What do you mean? At the end of the night?
Nah, like in regards to like one side being locked or something weird like that. With Shell.
So I'm saying, why can't they go on the other side?
What you mean?
I'm saying if one side is locked, they can go on the other side to get in.
Oh, nah, I'm saying in that regards, okay, doors being locked initially sounds crazy because I remember when I worked at Nike, you couldn't lock any door with a customer in there. Secondly, I can see them locking the doors but having the restroom available. But if you want something to be paid for, you pay in the side window. You don't come in. So maybe the lady lets her in the store, but the store is locked down. So that's why both doors are locked.
So that means that the lady would have let her back out. Like, how did the lady go from not having, having so much power just to let
like, you remember that one girl that used to be at the show that I used to go to on over there by the Maxi Plaza? It was a black girl. She always had the hair wrap. She was kind of always just doing her own thing in regards to being on her phone, just bubbling around. Mm-hmm. So I'm just imagining them type of people, right?
Mm-hmm. Walk
up to the door, suck her teeth at the man that just was like, nah, we're not letting people in. We're closed. And she'd be like, man, they gonna use the bathroom. Like thinking of herself, like if I need to use the bathroom, I want somebody to come in. Boom, she opens the door. She about to go on her break though. So now she opens the door for this woman, which is now her problem, lets her in. Instead of waiting for her to come out, she goes on her break or she goes on a cigarette break, whatever she does, she disappears. And now it's his problem. Now he has to go and do whatever he has to do to deal with her. And that's what I'm saying. It's like I can see that happening where a woman gives another woman permission to go use the restroom and then just leaves the whole situation. You can't see that happening with a woman?
I remember a lady told another lady she could skip in line, and a black brother got upset he didn't serve her. But I can't see somebody. I can't see a whole store being locked. Somebody breaking somebody in the store and not caring about them. I can see somebody being in the store and be like, yeah, you can go ahead. You ain't got your mask, it's okay. Just get in. Just hurry up and go in. But to say that, because
we need more to the story.
People lazy and people that follow rules.
Mm-hmm.
I've been at stores, bro, and it's been 9:30 and they say it close at 10. If that door locked, they're not coming to that door for me.
Mm-hmm.
The other day I was it was a brother at the door. I wasn't looking at my phone. I wish I looked at my phone because I was seeing that the time was not 10. But I didn't open the door for that brother. But my plan was to walk out the door and let him in.
Mm-hmm.
But he ended up leaving. I guess he was knocking on the door and he wanted me to open it immediately at that time. But I was like, yo, I don't want to look like, because the same thing with
like
you saying that. Yeah, same thing with you and that girl. It's like, bro, I closed the door and you just went and opened the door.
And that's what I'm saying. It's like, did somebody else use the restroom or whatever the case was, or the last customer walked out and she ran through the door, even though bro's like, nah, we're closed. She's like, nah, just go use the bathroom real quick. Nah, we're closed. And then now it's like that person that just walked out just made it a problem for the person that's inside because you just opened the door technically. But ultimately, it doesn't look as disrespectful, I guess, because you just were going out. Like it wasn't like you went out of your way while you were standing in line to open the door for him.
That's the only way it makes sense. And like I said, that's the main thing I was saying. So I was hoping the little brother would have stayed by that door. Whatever door he was by, I was planning on walking out that door and just letting him in. And I'm when I'm walking back, I look at my phone and I'm like, man, it's just 10 o'clock now and I'm damn near almost here.
Why they lock the door?
Yeah, I'm like, the door was locked early, but me, I'm not thinking that because I remember me trying to beat the time. So me getting it, but I beat the time so much, I forgot that I was trying to beat the time of 9:30. I thought I was trying to beat the time of 10 o'clock. So my whole shit in there is like, bro, it was almost 10, but it was really almost 9:30. So it was like 9:22 or something like. You remember something to that effect, but I had that mindset of nigga. I was just at 10. It was 10. You trying to beat 10. That's why you rushed there. Long story short, I seen the brother at the door and I was like, man. And I kept on trying to telling him like, yo, yeah. I kept on like throwing little signs out, but I didn't want the people because I guess the people looking out for me, they're not looking out for me. They're taking a long time, but they're being nice. You feel me? So I'm not trying to disrespect nobody, anyways. But if I'm walking up, matter of fact, if I knew that it was 10 though, I would have disrespected them. The store not locked, I didn't know. It's not 10 o'clock. I know the
I seen a penny on the ground over there.
yeah, I know the lobby closes at 10. But she gonna be like, well, you seen me come out and lock the door, didn't you? Well, yeah, but I know that the lobby closes at 10. And maybe that's gonna put me in the beef with them next time I go there. So I just wanted to be all casual to where when I was
Just
leaving
be
out.
fair.
Yeah, when I was leaving out, I was just gonna let Brand, nigga. Like I said, a lot of time I go there, they don't let me in. I don't trip out. I don't like it. I wish that they'll do the same shit I want to do, but maybe they like, yo, bro, just wait. And you feel me? And I'm like, I ain't gonna wait. I just go to the drive-thru. So, but this brother didn't have a drive-thru option, so I'm like, man, bro, just wait. And I kept on telling him, like, wait. So long story short, I wish I would have had my phone and looked at it, but like I said, I was trying to beat the time. Man, I hate when they fucking do that to people, bro. They just so selfish in their ways. I want to kind of end it off with the Judge O'Brien because we're really already done, but it should be in the history. But yeah, that's a good clip too. But it's the one I'm talking about, it should be in the history. If you run that one, we might have to run two. But if you go to the history, we might have to run one. But let me know. Let them know. I just thought I was about to go somewhere with the song. Nah, I don't make songs.
You put me on the screen?
Yeah, put yourself on the screen. I mean, as soon as you're ready to play, Jay. As soon as you're ready to play, you're going to be on the screen.
Welcome back to Black News.
I'm just getting Judge Joe.
Yeah. But you could, just fast forward through a little bit with him and Judge start really having a conversation. Because I really want people just to understand what type of brother this is and how he come when he come. All right.
He encourages mob rule.
I've talked to 43 lawyers around the country, 17 judges, and I haven't found one that was shocked by the verdict. Most saw the same thing that I did from day one. This never should have gone to trial. It's a travesty. It's a violation of due process and American law. It is part of this mess that mainstream media is trying to feed into the heads of the citizenry and poison them by saying that their emotions and their feelings are supposed to have paramountcy over what happens within the law. That's not the way it goes. I get people who never even took what they should have gotten in the 4th and 5th grade get to talking about how somebody going to disprove what these women accused Dr. Cosby of. And the truth of the matter is you don't have to. They have to prove that what they claim is true, not the other way around. That's American law. I see too much of this show up on the courthouse, voice your opinion, and get the courts to yield to what you believe. That's not the way the law works. That's called mob rule, mob justice. And if you want a more egregious exemplar, take what happened to Emmett Till and every other black man that's been lynched in the history of this country because somebody got emotional and decided to suborn the law, go around it, and do what their emotions drove them to do. So that is the way things ought to be. Law separates us from the animals, and we can't have this disregard of the law. I want to commend this Howard Dean for being forthright enough to speak out on what the reality is, and I would suggest that they need to strengthen the breadth requirements at Howard University so I don't see such ignorance coming out of this profoundly historic black university. My father went there way back in the 40s.
Well, Judge, there's two things going on at once, though, Judge.
That I have heard come out of that place lately. And if anybody
so, Judge, I think there's two things happening at once.
Justice, they ought to.
So, Judge, I think there's two things happening at once here. And I think on the one hand, many of us are legitimately aware, and myself included, that the criminal legal system doesn't give equal outcomes to everybody, that black folk catch the worst end of this, that black men, when it comes to incarceration, get the absolute worst end of this. And the Bill Cosby case is an example of a prosecutor who was dishonest. Bill Cosby, absolutely, if he's told that you won't be prosecuted for giving this deposition, and then he gets prosecuted, that is a violation of his rights, and that is a violation of due process.
Of course it is.
On the other hand,
due process.
but on the Right.
The
But hold on, let me
prosecutor
finish
that
this point, Judge.
insisted on going forward should be disciplined.
So there's that.
It
But
was
then there's the
unethical.
other question that people. So then there's this other question that people though have, Judge, which is a legal question. I mean, which is not a legal question. I think those two things to some extent are getting mixed up. And the non-legal question is about whether or not Bill Cosby actually did harm. Legally, you can say he's not guilty because the not guilty stands.
He didn't do anything. American law, there is an absolute presumption of innocence until you are proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt using due process of law. If there was no due process of law, that presumption of innocence does not remove itself and there is no valid conviction. If there is no valid conviction, that presumption of innocence stands as a rock for the defendant. It is to keep the government from acting in a dishonest fashion and using its powers for persecution. So Dr. Cosby
So I think we're on the same
was
page
not
with
found
that.
guilty through due process. He hasn't done anything. So under American law, the accusations are just that. They carry no weight other than accusations, and they must be proven using due process beyond a reasonable doubt. If they have not been, then they are essentially worthless, just so much talk.
So I think we're on the same page. So I think we're on the same page with regard to the law. I think part of the challenge, and I sent out a tweet last night that you responded to. I'm going to pull it up. It says, I said, Bill Cosby is not innocent. He has not been exonerated. His release means that Cosby, a sexual predator, was incarcerated within a criminal legal system that has as little regard for its own rules and procedures as does Cosby for his victims. And you responded, you said,
he hasn't had any. Law is a baseless accusation. It has no weight.
No, so under the law, I think we're on the same page again. But part of the problem,
This in the 4th and 5th grade, not law school. American law means when somebody makes an accusation, that's all it is. It has no weight. If there's probable cause, you have somebody answer the complaint. But if you cannot find someone guilty beyond a reasonable doubt, they have done nothing. They walk out of there with their presumption of innocence intact. How clear can that be? There is nothing to answer.
I think that
he had a right to remain
I think that part
silent.
is clear. No, I think that part's clear, Judge. Let me move the conversation forward.
The proven his guilt. It did not. So he stands.
Right. So I guess what I want to do is just move the conversation up a little bit. I think you and I agree that legally he's not guilty, that legally he doesn't have any burden of proof. The state does, and it hasn't met that. Legally, his rights were violated. We're on the same page about that. I'm saying the legal question to me is rock solid. But I think what was happening yesterday was people were conflating those two things. They were acting as if because the state didn't meet its burden and because he was released based on the fact that he didn't get due process, his due process rights were violated, that was somehow proof of the belief that many people had that Cosby was actually not just legally not guilty, but actually didn't do anything at the moral and ethical level. And hold on 1 second. I just want to place.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, no, hold on. Let me place the question to you. So I guess what I'm saying is, can we hold space for two ideas at the same time? Can someone under the eyes of the law be completely not guilty? And at the same time, can we have a public conversation? Because I know you talk about culture, you talk about our community, you talk about values. Can we also talk about the fact that someone can be doing great harm and even be a predator at the same time that legally they're all the things you just said?
No, because the law presumes them innocent until you prove them guilty. It is a specious thing. That's part of this new paradigm where everybody gets a trophy, a participation ribbon. Nobody's feelings get hurt. Freedom of speech gets restricted if somebody feels uncomfortable or undelighted by what is being said. That's not our reality.
So let me ask you a question. When George Zimmerman killed Trayvon Martin and the jury found him not guilty, do you feel that the black community should not have continued to express outrage and call George Zimmerman a killer because under the law he was innocent?
They should express outrage with themselves for lacking such political influence in the selection of the district attorney or in the even weight assigned to them. See, the rules are the same. But from my perspective, I think of all the black folk that have called me over the last 35 of jury service, all of the black folk that voted a handout where you've got a racist idiot on that handout for judge and they don't even pay attention to who's on the ballot. I think of all of the black folk who don't go out and vote for sheriff or effectively for mayor or for the district attorney and complain about it. See, when you have an opportunity to do something about it, do it. And see, most of the people that are off in the penitentiaries are not in there for playing Robin Hood. They robbed from their neighbors, burglarized their neighbors, killed their neighbors, raped their neighbors, sold poison to their neighbors. And the other thing is, it's not guns. It's not any excuse. It's we have got a lack of manhood and masculinity in our neighborhoods. See, masculinity is the imposition of a set of behavioral standards on a boy. So when the boy grows into a man, he has some things he has to do that he cannot get away with, that he is compelled to look to, making where he lives a better, safer, more secure place filled with economic prosperity, sense of purpose, morality, and ethics. He is a man of public peace, dignity, and order, who is a man of peace, who can be a brave and courageous man when necessary. See, we have to start
Judge,
taking
let me
our
pause you for a
neighborhoods
minute.
back.
We're going to take a Judge. I want to hear more about that, Judge. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to take a quick break and bring it right back. I'm going to push you on some of those things as well. Stay with me. We got more Black News Tonight coming up.
But yeah, we were just trying to show y'all the MO of the brother. This him, bro. This how Mark Lamont give it up, bro. If you go to his show, just be ready for him to push back. Like Empress was saying earlier, we seen him with Candace Owens one day, and he was saying, "Yo, man could give birth, bro. You can't tell me
So we started
nothing."
with him and ended with him.
You feel me? Just brought it back full circle. We seen what's going on in the D right now, man. The D looking crazy. Chicago looking crazy. Black people, bro, we gotta.
And I'm just thinking, like, even with that cop doing that, can they afford to fire her?
That's what I'm saying. They don't have nobody out there anyway. them.
Man.
Damn, we in a tough time, bro. In a tough time, but it's kind of been in the making, right? They sent Bill Cosby to jail like goddamn 80 plus years old, nigga, on pretentious charges, right? Based on the American standard of law. Mm-hmm. So, bro, we in crazy times right now where it's the public opinion to take shit far. You feel me? Until everything get retracted back. So we went as far as to say, yo, defund the police, and now Biden is funding them at an alarming rate.
Silently.
You feel me? I mean, Empress talked about it on a couple episodes back. It was like, nigga, the refunding begins. Same thing with the little money that the Fed sent out.
That was in the same breath of them losing 60. What was it? Majority of the people on the SWAT force.
They lost 100% of those people.
So all of them.
The whole anti-riot squad, they all
left.
They all quit.
Resigned.
And like I said, we have videos till our legs fall off. But we're not gonna come back. But like it was a video with the McDonald's. The whole McDonald's squad quit. They walked out, nigga, and they whoever did the board that day. Mm-hmm. Whoever did the board that day and put up the letters went out there and put up, we all quit.
And that's what I'm saying. Is this going to be another Haiti situation where they give the people the free rice for a couple years and make the land desolate pretty much? Or
we seen them do this. We seen them do this multiple times, right? We seen Venezuela. They said Venezuela was thriving. They had plants and trees and everything everywhere. Just you remember the same way we speak on Haiti, where Haiti was thriving. They had their plants and their trees and their things everywhere. And then
that's true.
Motherfuckers come and they say, "Yo, we don't like forests.
Hey, we could put an amazing resort right here,
bro. We could put so much factories over here." Same way Bezos was saying, "Yo, let's just take the bad shit into the air. Ain't nobody up there." Same way they probably look at Haiti. Same way they look at Venezuela, bro. Mm-hmm. They say right now in Venezuela, bro, there's nothing in stores. Bro, I'm trying to tell you, bro, they decimated all these lands, bro. They come here, they offer you their little bullshit ass system, and when they leave, who is there to
And
take
that's
care
what
of
they
you?
did. So instead of it being the rice, it's the human labor. The human labor has been taken,
Devalued.
so the small business is going to taste it.
The human labor has been devalued. So when you pump a bunch of money into the economy, everybody that was
What's
working,
the incentive to go work?
come on, bro. And it ain't even about the incentive. It's about cool. Let's keep the incentive there. But it's also like, okay, why don't the jobs pay more? Okay, well, we don't have skilled laborers, so we can't afford to pay more. You feel me? The thing is, we're not doing the right steps. We need to educate our population back to the point that we're skilled labor. Bro, they have buildings that can't be finished to this day because we don't have enough skilled laborers. Just all general contractors. What you need me to put this up? Hold this right here. Just hold it just like this. That's all. That's all our birds are doing now. General contractor. There's no actual people that's actually going out and going to these trade schools and getting the trade. So man, we in a
debilitated the human resource.
We have to stop counting on handouts, and it's not because it's bad. It's not because we don't want things. Everybody wants things, right?
Just understand that becomes habitual.
It comes at a price. It comes at a price, bro, which is why rich people, they say they don't want to handicap their kids. They wait till they're a certain age before they drop up money on them. Because you don't want them to go through their whole life. And I guess sometimes they still keep it in the back of their head, yo, my pop's going to look out for me. So you got to put them out sometimes almost. Like, nah, I'm not going to look out for you. If you don't work, bro, if you don't work for this, you can't keep it. Because the thing is, it's okay if I plan on living my whole life and I plan on you dying before me. But if I have to go before you, I need you to be prepared. So that's, like I said, that's why when we come in here weekly, bro, daily sometimes. Make sure, bro, y'all stay tuned, bro, because there's nobody else that's really offering what we offering as far as, you feel me? As far as the caring, like we come in and we, like I said, we brought a Lil Nas X, and we're giving y'all actual points that y'all could take, not just little sound bites. Oh, look, he's pushing it on our. No, we're upset with everything that's being pushed on us right now.
Offering a solution,
right?
To know yourself, to understand programming,
Mm-hmm.
to know that this isn't what you think. This is what you know. This is information that you're consuming. But what is the knowledge? And the knowledge, if you listen to it, you break it down, it's know the ledge. Are you observing enough to know where the end is, where you stop with the Lil Nas X video? Or do you just watch it and consume it and just become it? It overtakes you. And down the road, you don't understand why you are the way you are. But you insist that it's not what you're consuming.
So yeah, that's hey, Empress just went a direction with it, bro. Just went a direction with it, but for sure, bro. That, like I said, bro, we're just trying to keep the race going, and anything that's against keeping the race going, we're against it. So you can come in here. And if you listen to us, you will see that, yo, it's not just Lil Nas X, it's Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion being naked on videos. It's these
because
rappers
with
killing
Cardi
everybody.
B and them, yes, they can reproduce, but we don't need that type of reproduction being facilitated, because that production is going to lead to the same reality that we're currently in. We need people that are model citizens that are saying, hey, this is taboo. You don't need to do this in front of nobody, but possibly your husband, if that. But to propagate it on a public syndicated platform and expect children to not be impressionable and start doing these things on people they have no business doing these things on, you have yourself fooled. Because again, that 27 million views in 2 days can't just all be adults. Consensual thinking adults.
And if it is, that's also a problem.
If it is, that video would have been down already. That video would have been flagged so many times and just dismissed.
No. But even if it ain't, and we just make everything adults, that's a bigger problem. That's even a bigger problem than the youths. right? Because there's a bunch of people watching this and just being programmed. So, man, let's just
No. That's why I said thinking. Yeah, to take adult children out of it, because they're still adults with the mindset of children. So if you're not thinking, I mean, children think though, right? Maybe immature brain, undeveloped brain.
You got to be critically thinking about things at all times.
And I feel like there's some children that do it possibly.
Yeah.
So to say children is to kind of insult children. So again, thinking human being, critically thinking human being.
Yeah, we got to critically.
If we had
things.
27 million critically thinking human beings watching this video, and when I say watching it, they would be watching it and everybody would be doing a reaction video to why this needs to be gone.
I'm not reaction videos.
Huh?
We don't react to anything.
Oh.
Right.
Response.
Right. So it's almost like a solution that you come here with. You say, yo, we don't support it and we're not supporting anything like this. And this is why. We're not supporting it because it don't reproduce black people and black people that are a negative birth rate. I don't support it. Right? I can tell you, I can say more reasons. We don't like Cardi B being naked, and that's actually not taboo, right? Because that's a woman. So I definitely don't want to see a bunch of guys naked.
Do you have another question, or was that it?
Yes, I have another question. Judge, can we break the cycle? Because in 2016, I didn't vote. But this time I voted.
Why is that?
The cycle is broken.
And I just, man, stop talking like woman.
What?
Man, stop talking like woman. Can we break the cycle?
Oh.
You identified it. The cycle is broken, bro. Let's stop believing in generational curse and cycles. No, just break it. You don't. As a matter of fact, I need to stop because it's a lot of women that's stronger than you guys. Matter of fact, do y'all know how fucking coffee became some shit? A lot of the males, nigga, when they went to war, they got hurt or they was dead type shit. Long story short, there's a lot of male in war, so we didn't really have that much brothers over here in America. They started making women work. They actually chose some bums at first. The bums, I think they was fucking up, but nevertheless, they got women to start working, and the women, they needed some stuff because they wasn't able to get the job done as refined as they needed it. So I think, I can't remember the exact situation. I'm probably gonna have to bring that up. But long story short, the lady went to him and was like, yo, we just need some caffeine type shit, blah, 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 blah. And that's how it became like a mandatory staple in the work field. I'll probably come back to that shit again, but we back.
By doing
So shout out to women.
See, I agree. Woman's thing too. That's part of the yin-yang principle. You got to have balance. And when you wipe out one half of the human balance, you wipe out a whole lot. 50-some years ago, they were talking about men needed to learn to emote, to cry, to shout, to let it all hang out so they wouldn't be uptight and under self-control, because when they did that, tensions would build up and they'd go to war, all right? Then you had the vanilla beta boys. They couldn't make it in a man's world, so they wanted to destroy the masculine paradigm. Then you had the lesbians that hated what they were and hated what they wanted to be, and they wanted to take down masculinity. And when we had the feminists who convinced themselves that marriage was a form of slavery, and the way to change the whole thing was to change the way boys were raised to men, and boys should be raised like girls. Then you had the creeps in there that everybody looked at. You like children? What's wrong with you? But you see, they made common cause and they got in there. So this Equality Act thing, it doesn't mention black people. The fake Negress Kama Sutra Harris and the House Negro Cory Booker had Juicy Jesse playing like he got lynched, you know, and they relabeled that bill the Anti-Lynch Act, and it'd been on the table since Cummings introduced it. Not Cummings, Conyers introduced it in '97.
Yeah.
So they brought it back up after 23 years, and it passed no debate on a voice vote as soon as they labeled it the Anti-Lynch Act. But it doesn't mention black people, doesn't talk about lynching. There's already a lot of federal statutes about lynching and night riding that are still
Okay, but
good
Cory
law.
Booker, the Senate just passed that bill, and we don't need an anti-lynching bill.
Did the Senate pass it, or was that the House? Did the Senate pass
Oh,
it?
no. It was Cory Booker's bill, but the House passed it. I don't know. I don't think the Senate voted on it yet.
It's in committee right now in the
Yeah.
Senate. I hope they keep it there and ditch that damn thing. It's poison. Because I went through the whole bill, and a lot of the language is trying to insinuate pedophilia into being a protected class.
815, press mute in the background. Turn off everything in the background because I hear feedback. And you sent in a donation twice, so I appreciate it. And thank you,
man,
we will, for the.
Yeah, thank you, Empress, for pulling out that goddamn clip, man. That clip was. But that's what I was saying as far as we need the masculine and feminine, man. So we always try to offer y'all that on this cast where we got Empress speaking in the back, and we just have, just have a little banter, serious banter back and forth. All right. But it's needed. It's needed. You guys need to hear it, bro, because y'all really need to see the problem with man and woman, like how man look at woman and woman look at man. And just, just the little riffs we may have, small riffs. Nevertheless, bro, we got to thank y'all for coming out and checking out the cast, man.
Thank you guys so much. All right, guys, that is the conclusion of episode 102 of the Magi Godcast. We will be back Tuesday with Black Wall Street Bets Taco Tuesday, where we talk about currency only. 9:30 p.m. is our pre-show. Until next time, peace.
I'm talking about be ready.